What's good? How's everyone doing? Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. I have some very exciting news. I heard the Sixers are making me a made man tonight. Been waiting my whole life to be made into a made man. And the Sixers are finally going to do it in front of the whole country. They're going to make me into a made man. Nothing could possibly go wrong. So, really excited to be here. The background is unrelated, by the way, completely unrelated from the game, and also the Sixers choosing to make me a made man on tonight. Don't let him get one. We'll be changing the background to "Don't let him get one" if they end up hanging with them. Remember my prediction? My prediction for game one. My prediction for game one. They were going to get destroyed. It felt really bad when it was happening. It felt really bad afterwards. It's felt really bad ever since. But I do think that I can hang. I think that they can hang tonight. I still think they're going to lose. I just don't think they have any chance in this series. But thank you, Nick, for pointing out my sweatshirt here. The Ball sweatshirt that you can get on Dashery, our store that we launched today, that you can go purchase items, not just the items that are listed, by the way. I do just want to reiterate that. I'm sending the link in the chat. We'll see if that works. But, not just because it's not the only thing you can get when you go on here. If you see a t-shirt, you can click in and scroll to the bottom and get a mug or get a hat with the same logo on it. So check that out if you haven't already. That's right. Thank you to everyone who's already bought one. This, I think, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was sent merch from the company, and I'm fairly certain this is just their standard hoodie. I think this is the one that goes for $38 on there. They send out merch packs. They sent one to me. They sent one to Sam, just of a few items to wear so that you can show your people and see if you like it. And this was a sample. So, do I accept USD1? I don't know. Some sort of Bitcoin. I've never heard of USD1 before. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm a made man. It's fine. The Sixers are making me into a made man. Thank you for being the only person who got the joke. I just watched Goodfellas like 2 weeks ago. So, incredible movie, by the way. It's only the second time I've watched it, but Scorsese was in his bag. Lauren had not seen it, so we watched it one night. It's free on Tubi, or one of those free streaming services. Might have been on. There's a few movies you can get on YouTube with ads now that are like good movies too. Really cool. Been trying to watch the free movies as much as I can. Totally agree. Round ball rock, and it's not just my nostalgia for the Kobe Shaq era Lakers when they played that before. That's what I mainly remember from when I was like 9 or 10 years old about Round Ball Rock at NBC. But absolute banger. Don't let the Sixers get one, baby. Unfortunately, I can't pull up highlights because I won't be able to monetize this stream, and I'm trying to monetize. I don't know how many Sixers games I'm going to be able to stream for, so I'm trying to monetize as much. We don't really make much money on the streams anyway, but it would be nice to have a few. But okay, thank you for. Oh, that's Trump's coin. Amazing. We're working on the right wing tier hoodies. Those are coming soon. Will Maxey shoot a pull-up 3 tonight? Well, first off, he shot 2 last game. One he banked in. One just wasn't on a straight downhill, like coming off a screen pick and roll. The other one was like I want to say it was like a left wing. No pun intended. 3. So we'll see. I have a feeling he's going to have to. if they want to hang in this game. It was very funny that I watched that game and came to the same conclusion that every podcast that I listened to afterwards came to. I mean, I was saying it during the game for anyone who was here for the stream the other night or the other day. I then tuned into Rights to Ricky Sanchez, and Mike said the same thing. I then tuned into PHLY, and Derek and Kyle both said the same thing. I was like, all right, so we're all on the same page that Maxey not shooting threes off of the dribble because of this finger injury kind of makes the Sixers dead on arrival. Unless they can turn them over a bunch, and the Celtics don't turn the ball over. So, the West Wing tier, the Sorkin tier. The sir, I have some news to deliver. We delivered the news tier. Is anyone excited for the Social Reckoning? Isn't it getting good reviews? I mean, what's the guy's name from Succession? Jeremy Strong. Is that right? Is that correct? I'm bad with actors' names. But if that guy, I mean, I heard he was great in it. But that guy he was so good as Kendall Roy that I can't imagine it being bad. Let's go. Many people are saying ball compatible with hiking. Where were you hiking? Jeremy Strong. There you go. Let's go. We'd love to see that. Actually, let me go pin that in chat on YouTube. I don't know if that works. It says we'll showing this score so we can time it. Okay, so here's the issue. If I pull up a game thing to show the score, first off, I can't. I'm watching on YouTube TV, so I can't. I don't have a choice. Like, I can't stream it on here. I know slightly. I'll have to ask Slightly Biased how he does it. He's so much better with the technology stuff. I'm terrible with this modern technology shit. But I can't do the game cast. I'll periodically try to sync everyone up here because I can't do the game cast because it's going to be ahead. It's always like 5 seconds ahead, 10 seconds ahead. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to just inform people as much as possible. I'm going to try to inform people as much as possible on when I actually am. All right, there we go. I'm going to try to pin this. There we go. So yeah. What kind of contract do we see Grimes getting this offseason? I'm going to say he's not going to get the $30 million he thought he was getting. Totally agree with that. It depends on if the Lakers or the Bulls are interested, because if either of those teams are interested, bye-bye. He's walking. They'll just pay him more than we will. I don't think that we'll go above the MLE. Although I think we should try to sign him and Kelly, sign Kelly to like a 1 year, $10 million contract and Grimes to like a 2 year, $25 million contract so that we have some tradable salary and then also utilize the MLE. But Daryl Morey hates me, so he's not doing that. They have no tradable salary anyway. Unfortunately, this is a great idea, Jake. I just don't see the Grizzlies trading him. He's one of the best contracts in the NBA. He was unbelievable. When he played this year, he was either their best player or their second best player. So I highly doubt they can get him, but he would be legitimately fantastic for this team. All right, here we go. By the way, I'm at 11:47 timing wise. Jason Tatum has the ball. He just passed it to Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown already kicked it back out. We're already helping off 3-point shooters to start. If you can imagine, we're trying to make it so that Jaylen Brown can't take a contested 2-pointer and we give up a wide open 3 in the process. How is this the defense already? The first play of the game. He wasn't even driving to the basket. If he was driving to the basket, okay. He was about to take a contested 2-pointer. Speaking of contested 2-pointers, Paul George. Paul George, folks. Whoa! We got a super chat. Had to sell my WLFI token. Hold on one second. For the loss leader, SMH my head. I don't know what that means. Can someone explain? I feel like I'm insane. What does that mean? Great. Awesome tip out that we don't recover. Classic. Jesus Christ, dude. This team, I'm gonna hope. Wow, this is a crazy take, but it honestly is probably gonna be at some point. I mean, Ja obviously peaked pretty high, but that's something I hadn't considered. All right, just look at the quality of shot difference. Paul George, great, great. I love that you're making shots. He's been great. I really have no complaints about Paul George in the play-in or first game or whatever. Awesome, but like they're just getting open threes because we're overhelping and contesting everything. That was actually a smart move. Good rotation from VJ. I'm fine leaving someone in the corner if Jason Tatum is sprinting to the basket. There we go, VJ. Good shit. Love to see that. Semi-transition, baby. Unk thinks he's reading Clavicular. I had to divest from my politically important investments to World Liberty Financial to fund YKB. Thank you, Astronautica. I appreciate that. Sixers Adam pointed this out, and I think he was cooking. Andre Drummond is not good. Not going to argue he's good. He probably is better for the Kada matchup than Bona is. And Bona's whistle is just brutal. I mean, the fact that they just called that a foul, that's a pretty marginal. Oh, they're calling it on the floor. Okay. I was like, if that was on the lob, then what the fuck? All right, Maxie. Competing. Like to see it. Oof. Yeah, I mean, do you get a technical foul? Yeah, see? Yeah, I mean, he's literally taunting him and he almost spit on him, it looked like. Whoa! Treble kicker. Let's go. Thank you, Demon. Appreciate you. That's one of the higher power chats or super chats we've ever gotten. Yeah, Bona is dead. All right. A 1-point dunk because of the technical foul. Hell of a dunk, though. I mean, yeah, what do you expect? You're not going to get a tech? You're talking. You're mogging him. That was electric, though. There we go, Veej. Good shit. Yeah, we're good. 9-8. No more need to play this game. So far, the process is still the same. The shots are just going in, but we take who we can get. Shocking, we can't get a long rebound. I mean, that is a weak. That's a weak call, but I love it. I don't know on that play. I get it. I get why they call it that. But this happened with This happened with Maxi too in the play-in. What is Tatum supposed to do there? Like Kelly Oubre, BJ, that looks so good. Yep, that's tough. Sadman, let's go, Demon. Shout out Sadman. I do think Kate is good, yes. Oh, Maxi got a paint touch and scored. Let's go. I sadly do think Kate is good, yes. There we go. Push it, push it. Good shit, Tyrese. Jump ball. True. Grade the VJ rookie season. Was pumped about the pick on draft night, but never expected the offensive game to be this developed. A-. Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah, I mean, it would have been an A+ if he showed what he showed the first like week or two of the season when he was playing magnet ball. But look, normal ups and downs for a rookie. He's just going to be an impactful winning player for a decade, and I think that with his work ethic and how fast he got better, it's just very encouraging because he was I mean, you look at college versus summer league versus he's just always getting better. It's very impressive. There we go, Tyrese. No good shots still, but we're making them. So, uh, Sean, it's on NBC. I'm watching it on NBC right now. I think. Hold on. No, this is NBCSN, Sean. So this is on cable and Peacock? They're not even broadcasting this locally? I figured they would broadcast it on NBC. There we go. Good shit. Oh. 1 of 13 from 3. Brutal. All right, well, tie game, and we're making all of our contested jumpers, so 8 o'clock gets the national slot? That's crazy, bro. On YouTube TV, it's on NBC Sports Network. So I don't know if you have NBC Sports Network, but that's what it's on. Oh. Once again, definitely prefer the Drummond and Kata matchup. This is ridiculous. For Philly, 8 p.m. is the Spurs on NBC. That's crazy, dude. Insane. I get it's Wemby, but people in Philly should be able to watch this game. I don't know how links. I don't know how to get like uh, very legal links, but uh, if anyone knows, you can comment it. Just don't send a direct link if you know any sites that still broadcast for our people that can't watch it on cable. You see the Sixers throwing PG and the LA pick back to LAC if they part ways with Kawhi? No. Definitely not. If they're making trades, they're not making trades for a win now player like Kawhi, especially someone who just has his injury history. Also, he has 1 year left on his deal. The last time that happened, he went to a team and he went there for 1 year and he left immediately. So okay, I live in Lancaster. I pray for Prime, YouTube TV, and Peacock. I just to watch the playoffs and play in. It's insane. It is insane, but this is kind of how it's always been, right? What was it last? I guess if you just paid for cable last year, you would get it. You wouldn't have to pay for Prime because you shouldn't have to pay for Peacock to watch the playoffs. They'll put it on YouTube TV if you have cable. It's still ridiculous. Don't get me wrong. Okay. It's being shown locally in Boston. What is that bullshit? Okay. I'm just putting up this comment. Has nothing to do with where you can stream things. It's just a suggestion based on what people think. I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you. Love the Gobert fit with the Hornets. Great idea. Back to the Kawhi thing. I don't see the Sixers wanting that. Also, I don't think Kawhi wants to live here. Nothing. There you go. Perfect. Not financial advice. So, I think if the Sixers are using Paul George's contract to make a trade, they're aiming for the VJ Maxey timeline because I'm assuming that that's what their next era of the team is. So I'm talking a year or two from now, and they're using it to get like they're waiting for like. Now, I'm not saying any of these players are going to be available, but someone in their prime of their career, basically. So like Scotty Barnes, Jalen Johnson, fucking Franz Wagner. None of these players might be available. Trey Murphy, those kind of guys. I don't even love the fit of Trey personally with this team, although you kind of just need shooting. But he would be fun. He would definitely be fun. But if they end up trade, I did see Bill talked about this. I didn't even hear it on the podcast. I saw a clip of it. That was interesting. I don't think you're gonna have to worry about this. I think Hartenstein will just sign an extension with you guys, but we'll see. And then just see how Sorber looks. How did the Timberwolves become demons in the playoffs while being a bad vibes team in the regular season? Great question. Athleticism, length, and continuity. Like, this is what their fourth playoff run with this core. You really just replace Cat with Randall and then added in Dante and Ayo. They just have a ton of experience. They're super. Ooh, VJ, that did not look good. I hope he's okay. You know, it's the long and short of it is that he is. Yeah, VJ's definitely hurt. He just had the Jimmy Butler injury. Hopefully not as serious, but Jimmy fell on his tailbone last year, was out for like 2 weeks in the playoffs. Maybe even longer, to be honest. Okay, so Drummond's in with the starters. This has been our best lineup. God, VJ's definitely hurt. This fucking sucks, dude. He's in pain. Oh, man. But, damn it. Oof. Damn, they're just a ridiculous shot-making team, dude. It feels like everything's going to go in. But yeah, that's what I would say about Minnesota. Also, this Denver team, if Ant is like, I know he's only, like I said on the podcast, he's probably like 40% right now, but if Ant is going to play like he did last night, Minnesota actually doesn't match up terribly with them because the Nuggets defense is just terrible. Like, their defense is just bad this year. I've been saying it. Like, I don't think they have a championship level defense. Even the year they won the title, like, KCP was really good. Bruce Brown was better. Damn, why are we just giving up wide open corner threes? You cannot do that to Sam Hauser. That's a one scenario where I wouldn't mind fucking. Damn, this is brutal, Maxi. I feel like there's a 10-0 run. I was gonna say, weren't we just up? They're just blitzing us right now. What? That was absolutely out on Jaylen Brown. Hold on. There's no way that could have been out on Paul George. Yeah, Jaden McDaniels wasn't wrong. I've been saying this the whole time. I'll tell you my time. VJ's limping off. Great. Amazing. Maybe he fucking Jesus Christ, dude. The time mark I'm at right now, Jaylen Brown just got fouled. I'm at 4:38. There's 4.3 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown just got fouled by Kelly Oubre. Yeah, VJ definitely got hurt. Oh, that's the Jimmy Butler injury. Bye-bye, VJ. That might be a season. That's when Amen Thompson knocked down Jimmy Butler last year, and he bruised his tailbone. Jesus Christ. Absolutely brutal, dude. One of the few things that we had to look forward to in these playoffs. Oh, at least we'll get some VJ Edgecombe playoff experience. Never mind. How about a blowout in a quarter where he gets hurt? All right, only down 8. We take it. So we've now lost Embiid, VJ, Paul George, and Maxey. What do you have for me? Quentin Grimes already taken more shots than he did all of last first half when he played. Of course he missed it, but he at least took the shot. Wow, Peyton Pritchard hadn't even checked in yet. God, this is going to be brutal, dude. Absolutely brutal. Thank you for shooting a fucking pull-up 3. I don't care if you don't make it, Maxey. Take those. We need literally anything. The pace should be favoring us, and it's just not. Run that, Grimes. Come on, dude. Stop over dribbling, bro. This is a brutal fucking. He cannot shoot off the dribble right now. It's just, it makes him a not 0 for 6 from 3 again. Have we taken a single? I guess Kelly took a 3 off the catch, but I think most of them have been pull ups, and we haven't made one, which is not shocking. This is over. My God, I don't even know if I'll make it to halftime this time. Oof. Yep, it's all ISO ball. But I also am like, I don't know what, like, we don't have good passers. We don't have guys who can screen. We don't have the spacing to make them respect it when Maxey and Paul George just can't make shots. It's over. It's like we have zero shot. Let's see what the Discord's saying. Who else took a catch and shoot 3? I mean, we're what, 4 for 28 in the series on threes right now? What did we shoot the first game? 4 for 23? We're 0 for 6 tonight, so we're 4 for 29. We're shooting 13% from 3 to start the series, 13.7%. VJ took one in the corner. Wow. Wonderful. This is why when everyone was like, well, they'll shoot better, I was like, okay, but like they don't generate good threes. They don't generate open corner threes unless it's a bad shooter. I've been saying this. Oh my God, Drummond is a minus 11 in 3 minutes. Sixers should respect Maxey and let him spend his prime on a contender who would be a good in a trade package as a return. I've been saying this. I mean, I'll talk about it in the offseason. It's not going to happen. They're not going to do it. We're just going to get destroyed. Well, unless Joel Embiid magically can play more than 40 games per year for the first time in, what, 4 years? Buckle up, buddy. There's no way. Who else is there? We can't get anyone else as long as we have Paul George and Embiid's contract on the books. There's no trade for Embiid. I just want to get this out there. There's literally no person. There might be a Paul George trade where you can pay to get off the contract, and you can basically work it so that you get back like not great contracts, but like decent players. There's not a single team in the NBA that has taken Joel Embiid's contract. He makes $69 million 3 years from now, and he plays 35 games a year. Who is taking that contract? Unless there's a team that's about to go into a 3-year rebuild, I don't see it happening. Is Chicago going to go into a 3-year rebuild? We send Embiid with 2 picks for nothing? That's the kind of trade you're talking about, basically. It's over, dude. It's like Embiid in the picks back for Kawhi, and he leaves after a year. Finally, Maxey! Jesus Christ, dude. That is the only part of his game that is just going to be an actual difference maker. And of course, he has that fucking finger injury. Is there a point guard you could see fitting with both Maxi and VJ? No, they're guards, dude. You need a playmaking wing, and they don't make those. Like, you can, yeah, there might be someone you can draft or get in free agency that can play with one or the other, but they're not playing in 3-guard lineups together in the playoffs. Damn it. This is just insane. Once again, another offensive rebound that leads to a 3. Thank you, Maxi. Good box out. Good shit, Drum. All right, let's hang around. Trade PG for Şengün. Oh, God. If you want some gross hoops, there you go. Honestly, this would basically be like rebuilding the Kings when they did the Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox team. Any thoughts on Calvin Booth's portal haul for the Penn State basketball? Honestly, I saw that he got someone who was a pro prospect from a few years ago. Hold on, let me throw timestamp. I'll throw the timestamp in. Jaylen Brown is shooting free throws right now. My timestamp is 2:10. Hold on. I want Şengün and Sabonis on the same team. Oh my God, you hate basketball. I knew there was one guy that Penn State got from Europe that was a prospect a few years ago in the draft, but I can't remember anything else. Our best defense so far has been fouling Jaylen Brown and letting him miss 3 free throws. Wow, that was our first 3-point make. Oh no, second. Maxi hit the pull up. Good shit, Maxi. Let's just be competitive. Come on. Yes, I already did come to this conclusion. I came to this conclusion after Joel was physically, really after last season. That's why I can't really get mad at Maxi or anyone on the team other than, in game it's one thing. Or I can't even get mad at Nick Nurse because this is not what anyone signed up for. I think everyone is playing completely out of their role. I think the Joel Embiid contract was the thing that just completely ended the championship window. You can't give a supermax to a guy who doesn't play games. Like, you can't survive that. It's that's why I think they should really consider trading Maxi in the offseason. All right, well, it didn't count, but Maxi made the 3. That's all I can. Horrible fucking. But love to see him taking it. Hey, we take what we can get. We take what we can get, folks. Vucevic is going to be a demon in this series, which is so fucking annoying because he's going to be completely unplayable in the next round, and he's just going to be an absolute demon in this series. What are we doing, Dom? That was on Grimes. He probably thought Grimes was going up with it. As long as it's not a live ball turnover, I'm fine with it. No more live ball turnovers. Throwing the ball out of bounds is like about as good as any of our offensive possessions. Drummond, what are you doing, dude? How do we never have any bigs who can rebound? Like, it's crazy. They just do not value it at all. All right, we got Dom setting the screen. What did they call the foul on? On Walsh? For fighting over the screen? Hold on. I'm rewinding this. Oh, he fouled Maxi because got it. There were 7 seconds left on the clock. They had a foul to give. Oh, BJ's back. Let's go. Yeah, what's going on with Derek White? He just can't make threes this year? He's always been the one who's absolutely killed us from deep. Looked like it was a foul, but let's go, PG. Good shit. Oh, put that up. God, Grimes sucks. A miracle to only be down 3 right now. We take what we can get. I know, but isn't Derek White like 1 for 4 from 3? I feel like he's only made like 2 threes the whole season or the whole series. He's got temporary imposter syndrome. He went on, well, he did start his own podcast. Have we considered the started his own podcast? Yeah, I'm not upset about that, to be honest with you. Interesting. I don't know how I didn't know this. I did see a few people say the Knicks game, I think Derek White couldn't hit a 3 and everyone was upset. Look, man, I'm just happy that he's made 2 pull-up threes. We take what we can get, even though one of them didn't count. We take what we can get, folks. Thank you, NTS. I appreciate you. Wow. Derek White only shot 33% from 3 for the season. Well, we got to take advantage in the non-Tatum minutes because he's just been a killer. We really have no answer for him. That's right, Rob. I knew he had a low true shooting at some point because Curtis kept making fun of him for having like a 52 true shooting in the Discord. So what's the other games on tonight? Spurs, Blazers, and Rockets, Lakers? Sam's jinxing them and he's not even on stream. I mean, it probably is. Top 5 of your life? I would say this is probably top 3. Right? The 2 championships years in this? This is true. Except for game 6 for the first 3 quarters when we shut him down and then he didn't miss in the 4th quarter. One of the Sixers has to get in Vooch's head so he tries. Gotcha. Your own personal enjoyment and love. That's different. We know how that goes. The first month of this season was my favorite Sixers team of all time. And they were, 6-1? It was a special team, and then they lost. What's really funny about this is that their season was basically derailed by Vucevic in the 6th game of the season, maybe 7th game of the season. And then it was also possibly ended by Vucevic in the playoffs on a different team. And I'm surprised my dad hasn't said anything, because my dad still cries about the fact that we traded him in the Dwight Howard, Andrew Bynum trade. Which is so funny. I'm like, yeah, but we drafted Embiid like 2 years later. Like, I mean, Vucevic is a fine player, but that's Trill. If there's one move you could undo from the last 10 years, what would it be? Feels like you could make a top 20. I literally did a podcast of this. Trading Jimmy Butler to the Heat. He was already on the team. He was extremely good. And they probably trade Ben Simmons or don't sign Tobias Harris to the contract if they do that too. So, I would say that. Also, we got the Embiid leap like a year after that and the Jimmy leap at the same time. 25% from three. Honestly, the quality of our three-point looks, it's not surprising to me. Please cut Grimes immediately, dude. This guy never tries to get to the fucking basket. Ugh. Long rebounds. That was the best defensive rotation I've ever seen Justin Edwards make in his entire life. Oh, come on, dude. Timestamp right now, I am at, hold on 1 second, 10:50, 10:52, Vooch is walking to the line. They're passing it to him at the line right now. The Embiid extension is worse than the Jimmy move? Yeah, but if we don't have Embiid, we're done. So, if you want to talk about winning a championship, the Embiid thing is like, they shouldn't have signed him to the extension. I'm not arguing that. The contract would be over right now. Because I think it was a 3-year extension. That was obviously a bad move, but like, there's nothing they could do to make this team into a contender if they don't have Embiid. So, let's go. I don't know what I got shouted out for on No Dunks, but shout out to Trey and Skeets. We take what we can get. Justin's lows are way lower than Oubre's. I mean, Justin is just a terrible defender and rebounder, which is just not good for this team. He's not a bad offensive player. Like, he can shoot a little bit, he can drive. He's not a terrible passer, but it's just, the defense is just unsustainable, dude. Wow, that's special. Least favorite Sixer of your lifetime. That's saying a lot. I'm trying to think who would be my least favorite Sixer. Just a fun one that we had. The worst Sixer of my lifetime was that half a season we had, not even the trade deadline, when we got Jonathan Simmons. That was a really funny one. In the Fultz trade. One of the worst. Let's go, Drummond. Yeah, J.E. He can dunk when he gets a full open court. I don't hate Tobias like everyone else does. I mean, what he's done since is annoying, but I'm just not like, yeah, I mean, he took a massive contract that he was offered and he wasn't worth it. Any player in the NBA would have done that. Watching him was obviously maddening, though. He was way too important to our team for too long. Wow, Quentin Grimes, let's go. Janai Broom. It almost feels mean to hate Janai Broom. The Janai Broom pick, though. Was that a Grimes block? Let's go, Veej. Ah! They call that foul on Drummond or on Vooch? Okay, I was going to say, I thought that was on Vooch. That's the only spot that Grimes shoots from. Hashtag positive impact, Drum God. Oh, dude. Grimes. Grimes is just such a disaster, dude. I mean, Pritchard didn't even touch the ball. We're getting lucky here if they don't overturn that. Hold on. I don't think he did. Oh, it's close, but I don't think he did. If they challenge it, we're going to lose that. No, they didn't. Let's go, PG. Good shit. Corner P. I genuinely cannot remember we got an open corner Paul George 3. You're 5 minutes behind the broadcast. Sorry. Might not want to tune in for this stream. Only half a season, but oh god, this is such a good shout, Rob. Washed George Hill. Grimes starting to eat off last year's Mickey Mouse March. That's right. Who is infinitely worse than Tobias Harris? Hold on. Where's Clyzad? Bro saw Quentin was and said he's worse than Tobias. I mean, Tobias, once again, maddening player to watch. He is much better than Quentin Grimes. Or at least was. Grimes fooled me very badly. That's right, Ed. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There was someone, and I'm not slandering this person. Backdoor sweep. You can't get on stream and reverse jinx this right now, Sam. So I just want to point out the someone in the Discord said like we didn't have mental toughness or something earlier this year, like a few times, and I was like, I feel like that's the only thing this team has. They're not good at anything. They just try really hard. I actually think that everyone has this perception of the Sixers as being losers who don't try hard. They're just kind of coast, right? I didn't feel that way about this team at all this year, except for the games where they just ran out of gas. But like, I genuinely am like, what is a single thing the Sixers do well? Transition, I guess, transition offense. That's the only thing you can say this team does well. And they won 47 games before the play-in or the playoffs. They're not a well-connected team. They don't have high feel. They're not a good rebounding team. They don't have good passers. They don't have good shooting. They're literally just like, we try hard. Thank you, D-Bronx. Appreciate it. I pinned the merch link. Also, you know I love... Hold on 1 second. Has this been are we getting some Ewing theory minutes here with Tyrese? Oh, no, he's only a -3, and we're down 1. Okay, so we're only a +2 in his minutes. This has been the thing that we're an athletic team. We try really hard. We're decent at defensive playmaking, but we also overhelp. That has got to be the hackiest joke I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, thank you, Jacob. Yes, hold on, Jacob. Let me show you. I'm a made man. That's why my name is Made Man Trill. Get out of here. Getting a shirt, joining the YKB membership, getting an appearance. Let's go, Buko, Kamish. Start playing Derek and the Dominoes. Is that the song that they're playing in the movie? All right, here we go. Are we just going to try to force Tatum into pull up threes? Yeah. We're like, because the second that he gets going as a playmaker, we're just cooked. Gotcha. Let's go. Oh. Tie game. Drum in. I'm at 8:30. It's tie game. Jason Tatum is running a pick and roll with Kata right now. Kata has the ball, and he cooked Drummond. That's a little preview of Mo Krivas on the Sixers next year. If he stays in the draft, I do think that's going to be someone we seriously consider at the end of the first round. Just an FYI. Let's go, BJ. Drummond is a special player, man. Oh my God. I was like, I've never seen Tatum shoot from that far out. Let's go, Drummond. Second straight big postseason game from him so far. After that disastrous start. Good shit, Veej. Put that shot up, Justin Edwards. I'm fine with it. You miss it, you miss it. Yeah, cook his ass, PG. Oh! Wow, got that off just before the buzzer. Wow, I cannot believe the Sixers have a lead in the second quarter. I honestly didn't think we were going to get that for the rest of the series. I mean, you can't fucking review that, dude. That's clearly a foul, even if it's a rule that I should get rid of. You can't jump on that, dude. Damn it. Oh, the third quarter. I did forget about the third quarter because they weren't in the last game. I'm glad that we have almost 150 people in here to witness my pain. By the way, Jason Tatum is shooting his first free throw. We're at 6:57 for the time. What does everyone think about Orlando, Detroit? Do you think the podcasters are overreacting, or do you think it's real? This was, I feel like this was like 3 years ago at this point, or honestly, I think it might have been 5 years ago when they did that for half a season. That's right. Playback. Tom, Tom in chat, like, don't worry about the Pistons. We're fine. Don't worry about us. We just had a shot clock violation. Oh no, it was a travel. PJ, I'm glad you're having a good time. Magic in 5 or 6. That is a Magic fan saying that. Are we actually worried about the Knicks? Tom. I know I can't trust the Magic. They do this to me far too often. But hell of a showing in game 1. I do think the Brunson defense thing is definitely going to be whatever. That's a foul on Maxey? Hold on. That was not a foul. Yeah, no, I agree. JB should have been drafted in our under pressure draft. That's also probably how I should have. Comrade McCollum. Yes, Union Man, CJ McCollum. We got Cerruti in the comments. He made this exact thing. Even if the Pistons win, I feel much better about the Cavs. That's the thing that I would take from this is that the Cavs matchup all of a sudden becomes kind of spooky even if they get through this. Good shit, VJ. Oubre has been. Oh, let's go, VJ. Ah. Sorry. Love the effort from VJ. This has been a disastrous Oubre series so far. I mean, I can't remember the last time he made. Let's go, Maxey. Oh. Let's hang. Let's hang. Hit. That's you got to get that shot, Maxi. There we go. There we go. There we go. Keep running. Let's go, BJ. I gotta say, I shout out to Mike who said that this was gonna be the game that VJ Chiodo. Let's go, VJ! Maxie, you gotta throw a lob there for VJ. Come on. You gotta know that. God, Derek White's so good. Yeah, Chiodo literally called this, though. He's a demon. Hold on. If anyone wants to join me on stage, you are more than welcome. I'll send you the link, Kevin, a little bit. I just saw your Twitter DM. Anyone is welcome that is a regular on here. This is so fucking funny. Just the way that you worded this. Sixers showing more gumption than expected for. That's right, Mike. Let's go, BJ! Love the fight. I think the best thing that Oubre has done so far this series is draw fouls. He's been bad at everything else. Is BI's career over after this contract? I have a hard time with guys like Brandon Ingram because, like, I just don't see a way where he's like, oh, I don't see a way where he's like, yeah, I'm fine with coming off the bench and being a six man, which is probably his ideal role on a good team or most teams as he ages. And like, we always said this about DeMar, and they just always find shitty teams to go be the guy on, whether it's the Kings or the Bulls or whatever. Yeah, Bradley Beal is probably the other comp there. Yeah, I mean, Joel's career. I mean, if you think about it like this, Joel's 32 right now. He'll be 35 or 36 at the end of this contract. There's almost maybe he gets one more veterans minimum deal and just does like a, you know. Oh, we got my first dad text of the game. Brown pushes off on every play. I know we're gonna have to. VJ is gonna have to learn that one because the weak handle guys need to push off. Maxi's. Oh, this is a great sign, by the way. Maxi's yapping with someone in the crowd. Whenever he does that, it's like he goes off. The league, the league doesn't know it yet, but Derek White's career is over. All right, I'm gonna look up. Hold on, I'm gonna look up VJ's stats real quick. 5 for 9, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, a steal, +2. Love to see it. This is This is true. He did shoot like 45 to 50% from the corners. I don't think it's real, but if they're going to give it to us, we should take it. What's up, Kev?
What up?
How you doing?
Doing good.
We're headset boys.
That's right. I got my gaming headset.
Same. I got this so I can stream on Twitch, and I haven't been able to recently, but we're starting that back up.
I got mine because I needed to be able to talk to my nephew when I
That's so funny.
School him in 2K.
Let's go. You got to talk shit.
That's right.
Obviously.
Unfortunately, I haven't played 2K like consistently for, basically since I was like in college, and so I'm like way out of the game. But
yeah.
But fortunately, he's also not very good, even though he plays a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm actually not good at 2K. When I was growing up, I was really good at like the sports games.
Yeah, I used to be pretty good at them.
Then I got super washed at some point, and I just kind of haven't been able to like adjust to the new generation of games. So I just do the franchise modes.
Yeah, no, it's. I've seen the Twitch streams where you do some of the franchise mode stuff. I feel like I should try to get into that stuff because it seems like it would be up my alley, but it's like the way that everybody is always like, you should do like fantasy sports. It seems like it would be up your alley. And
sure.
I'm like, I don't really like fantasy sports.
Oh, I hated fantasy sports because I would make a fantasy football team every year, and then they would suck, and I would get extremely angry, and it would ruin my Sundays because everyone would just get injured or they would be bad, and I just couldn't take it.
Yeah. Well, like this year in fantasy football, I was like number one the entire year. I lost a single game throughout the regular season, and I said probably with like 5 weeks left to go in the season, I was like, I'm gonna win all these games, and then I'm gonna get to the playoffs. I'm gonna lose in the first round, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh God, that's the fucking worst when your team's like the best all year.
Yeah, no, it was like literally dominant and blew it. And it wasn't like.
What time are you at on your TV, by the way?
303.
Okay, cool. You just saw Maxey draw a foul.
Yeah, it got steamrolled by
Jaylen Brown. I
was
gonna say they definitely told him. Kyle Lowry was like, start falling over, because they're not gonna call that unless you fall over.
Yeah. Vamp.
Come on, Veach. Come on. Oh,
first round bye. My league wasn't big enough for that. We only had like 10 people.
I was gonna say, if you're in first place, you should get a first round bye no matter what, in my opinion. But
yeah, they just make the playoff pool really small in that one because it's only
even when Bona gets a block, he can't get it. Oh, Maxey.
Jesus.
This is brutal. Wow. They're just playing over Kata falling under the basket. Good shit. Oh my God. Let's go. VJ.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That was a nice dunk by VJ. It's weird because when I first.
In open court, he's such a demon, but in the half court, it's just. In the half court, he can't get enough traction. Like, the difference between. Because he always gets, like, the Dwayne Wade comp.
Yeah.
Like, the difference between, Wade's handle was just better, but
yeah, I don't know at the same age though if Wade's handle was that much better because he was a 4-year college player.
Yeah, he was 3 years, I think, in college.
Oh,
He might have been 4 years, but I think he was hurt his first 2 years and he broke out his third year.
Yeah, you're right.
The thing, going back, people post the Wade highlights occasionally. He's the one of the few guys. It's like him, Wall that like could dunk. Rose that could just dunk in a half court setting, like in traffic.
Yeah.
The way that like it's hard to compare almost anyone to them, especially because they don't really even like the league doesn't value that archetype of guy anymore anyway.
Well,
let's go, VJ. What a fucking half, dude.
That archetype is just like really tends to be really like reliant on the athleticism, and then so they don't have as long as a shelf life.
Exactly. Yeah, whereas, I mean, all of those guys except for really Russ is the exception. Like, and Russ was not Russ by the time he was like 30 something, but like
Russ is also like a one of one. Like superhero. Like he broke
He's
his
the
face and like
yeah,
wanted to keep playing. Like got his
yeah.
face caved in and was like, "I'll be back." And he was
He
like,
might be the greatest
"Fine."
athlete motor combo in the history of the NBA.
Yeah, I don't know who I would even put like as a close second on that.
Honestly, I open court wise, I actually we can watch this at halftime. Cool. Um I've actually been like I see some of Russ and VJ in the open court stuff. Not quite as quick twitch
Yeah,
as Russ, but like there's a lot of there's a lot of Russ. He just has way less bozo in his game than Russ, though.
yeah, which is nice.
Yeah,
I think the thing with Russ, that like he just got so high off the ground so quickly.
crazy,
Like
insane leaper.
yeah, like he had
Tone
like
is so bad.
the thing with Russ is that like he was a tank, but he also had like the um like Zach Levine level like ability to just like be in the air and like be 40 inches like like that, you
Yep,
know.
exactly,
Uh, but he didn't like play smooth like Zach because he was like running around like at with basically the equivalent of like having his foot through the floor on the gas pedal at all times.
exactly. Let's go, Ubre. Once again, great. Russ's motor is like he's truly one of one.
Well, the crazy thing about Russ too is that like he was not like a super heralded prospect, and I think I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like I think he was like a little undersized, and then he sprouted up like 4 or 5 inches or something, and became like the size he is now, and also like relatively late developed his like athletic superpowers.
Yep. Come on, Beach. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, dude. This is game one all over again for him for the Boston game. In
Wow. You mean the first game of the year?
yeah, which was
Yeah.
literally the peak of the season. Did you hear me say that on Nothing But Respect?
I did. I did. I
They
did
were like,
hear
what
that.
would you say the peak of the season was? And I was like, probably the first game.
Yeah. Well, that was what I was in the chat last game, and I was making fun of Nick because he he asked you what a successful playoffs for you would be, and I was like, somebody didn't listen to Nothing But Respect.
Yeah,
He
that's
already
exactly.
he already answered that
Yeah,
question.
I said putting the fear of God into a team.
Yeah.
20 points at halftime. Let's go, dude. That's got to be a record for a Sixers rookie. I cannot imagine we've ever had.
I mean, that might be a record for
Just a
any
rookie in general.
Like to have.
Now, Ja had that one game against the Jazz. No, that was the second season.
Yeah, I mean, 20 points and a half
Tatum,
for like somebody
did
in their
Tatum
first.
do that? I feel like Tatum might have done it
He-
against the Cavs or
He
something.
probably did. He's got like all the fucking records because he was in the playoffs as soon as he was like
Yeah,
in the league. Like I saw some stat that made me want to throw up the other day about like how
I know. I see those stats all the time about Tatum.
the number of like playoff points that he has before whatever age, and I was just like, I'm gonna vomit.
It's like him and Jordan or Braun. It's like those three.
Yeah, it's because like he's been on deep playoff runs every year he's been in the league, and
Luka was the second year in the league when he did that. By the way,
yeah,
they didn't make the playoffs his rookie year. Also, to be clear, it's because he was a rookie leading an offense, which I tried to tell Sam before the season. I was like, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like those guys just don't. It's not Cooper Flagg's fault. Like it never happens.
Well, especially because like Luka was a much more polished offensive prospect than
Of
Flag.
course. Yeah.
Like, Flag, obviously, like they're different prospects. Flags should be a great defensive player. He's not there yet, obviously. But he's got really good instincts and the tools to be awesome on defense.
We won a half. Let's go, dude. Oh, and Barlow's hurt?
Oh no.
Don't worry, Jabari Walker might be our he's one of our roulette wheel guys who could be our third best player on any given night. He's not good, but he can have games where he's awesome. Let's see. Most points and a half by a rookie playoffs. Let's see. Victor Wembanyama, but no, he was not a rookie.
Yeah, he didn't make the playoffs as a rookie.
No, AI is just terrible.
Oh,
He tied Chet's record.
nice.
Chet set the record in 2024 because he technically was a rookie still.
Yeah.
And then you know who's number 2?
Who?
This is so fucking funny. Celtics fans will know who it is. It's not a Celtics player.
Oh, is it Rose?
Tyler Hero in the bubble.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember Sam was losing his mind.
Yeah.
During that.
Yeah. NBA Jack
He's
Harlow.
not
good. Yeah. He was right, but it was just very funny that a rookie was cooking the Celtics.
Yeah.
A Celtics team that should have won that series.
Yeah.
And it was surreal to watch him have that game as a rookie. So we have Chet, Hero, Dort is third from the bubble. Shea as a rookie on the Clippers, Tatum, Keegan Murray, Tyler Hero, Michael Porter Jr., Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum.
Lou Dort being on that list is how you know you have to throw out like every the Lakers can have their championship. That's fine because
the Sixers might get flagrant free throws. Oh no.
I think they looked at it because he like elbowed him in the head.
Gotcha.
But I think they were like, oh, that was just how he shoots, which I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Also,
Keegan Murray being on here is also hilarious, by the way.
Was that also in the bubble?
Remember no, that was the Beam team year. Because remember he was on that team and he was like the fourth option, but he would shoot a ton of threes.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right, Dippy. Yeah, Dort was on Harden in that series.
Yeah, that just makes me upset though that Dort is on that list. That just you have to throw out all individual performance like stats from that. Like the team stuff, like everybody was on like equal ground or whatever, but like comparing it individual stats from the bubble to like anything else historically.
Yeah.
You got to
the shooting was just out of control.
Yeah, they're like you didn't have any fans.
Right, it made a massive difference clearly.
Well, they say like, and I mean, we even saw this when we went on the court at the Pelicans game. I didn't go this time, but the first time, like the sight lines are completely different in a like stadium than it is like just like running at like the Y or something like that, you know.
Hold on, was this a whole game? Oh no, it was the first half. The way that it's written is. This is for a half. I was going to say. This is just worded wrong on SatMuse.
If I try to throw out bubble TJ Warren, Clyzette is blocking me.
Dude, it's incredible. Was you know the game that he had his breakout game was against Ben Simmons was guarding him in that game. Like Ben was. It was at first it was Tobias and then Ben. Although Ben had the back injury going into the bubble.
Yeah.
I remember, I'm telling you, Sixers fans will remember this. NBA fans in general might remember this. But the there was a scrimmage game. I think it was against the Grizzlies, and so it was like Ja, Bane, no, Bane wasn't even on the team yet. It was Ja, Jaren Jackson Jr., Ja was a rookie, Dylan Brooks, and they played the Sixers in a scrimmage, and because of the environment, no fans, open gym, all that shit, I was watching this game and was like, oh, Ben Simmons is literally Magic Johnson. I was like, he was just like hit-ahead passes. He was like jogging all over the court, cooking guys, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what we've been waiting for from Ben after he had kind of a disappointing third season. Mm-hmm. And then he hurt his back and he was never the same after that. Like he was just, because people talk about the mental stuff and the mental stuff was absolutely real. But go look at the first 2 years of him as an athlete versus his third and fourth year. And it's just a different
himself gamer back.
Literally. Like he actually did cook his own athleticism by, I don't know if it was because he didn't take the rehab seriously. Mm-hmm. Like think about like Michael Porter Jr., for example. Like Michael Porter Jr., say what you will about him, but like he worked really hard to get to the point where his back was better and he had multiple surgeries and all this shit. Like I don't think Ben was ever in love with basketball enough to do it.
Yeah, but I will say this as a guy with back stuff, because I'm old.
Yeah.
Ben, even setting aside your basketball career, not taking your back rehab seriously is bad news, man. Because backs
Yeah.
don't. It doesn't get easier to get that shit right when you get older.
Were you the one that said that you did Pilates for it?
Um, I I have done a bunch of different things for it. There's one thing that I do sometimes that really helps. It's like I'm not gonna give them
By the way,
free.
just pause real quick. Scoot is cooking again. Continue.
I was
That would
gonna
be
say
so funny if he's just a random playoff riser. But anyway.
there's this website that I bought like a little membership to. I'm not gonna give them free advertising, but uh they do like these sort of like animal movements
Mm-hmm.
that are kind of like based on like yoga. So one is like called like the bear, which is like kind of a bear crawl. There's like a monkey where you kind of like bop around like a monkey side to side.
Yeah.
One's a crab walk, and then the other one is something else. I can't remember. Um, but those like movements and training to move fluidly are things that actually have helped my back. But if I don't do them and I just work my desk jockey job, my back like gets all fucked up.
Dude, yeah, I don't I got this like ergonomic chair
Yeah.
for streaming and for just general use here. Before I did this, if I sat in any other chair for as long as we do a stream, I would be in bed for like multiple days afterwards sometimes because my
Yeah.
back was so bad. But
Yeah, it's not
now
fun.
I just don't sit in certain chairs.
Yeah. That's why I like my couch is because I can recline
Yeah.
it and
Yeah. We got POV for Kev right now. That's I actually have streamed from a standing desk, but when I had sciatica in the playoffs last year,
Oh, I remember that.
yeah, I
Because
was
it got really
standing in,
dark in your room and you were standing in the dark.
yeah, and I was like leaning on a wall like this. I was like, this fucking sucks.
Oh
Uh,
man. Trill,
how does Clingan
I
look
saw the
35?
advertisement.
He's a massive person.
Who
Continue.
is?
Clingan is just
Oh yeah, he
massive.
is.
Bill always says, "Oh man, they should have taken Castle with the first pick in the draft. They should have taken Clingan with the first pick in the
He'd
draft."
be so good with like.
Dude,
I mean, he would have been good with Trey, and he also would be good like with the guys they got now.
yeah. He seemed like it was him or Sar were the two guys that everyone was like they should take one of those two. At the time I understand not taking Castle.
Yeah. I was gonna say I saw the ad on ABC when they had games on this weekend for the Abbott Elementary finale, and
Yeah.
I'm behind on Abbott, but I was
I
just
haven't
thinking
watched it yet.
we got to get Trill on Abbott Elementary
Dude,
because
I would love
he's
to
a Philly institution. He
I
needs
have
to
it
be
on
on
my
there.
off-season watch list of shows to because I don't really have time during the season to watch
Sure.
shows, but when the season's over, it's on my list. I've heard great things.
It's
Also,
great.
it's just good to have a good network television show, like
Yeah,
a funny comedy.
it's like does the wholesome funny thing that Ted Lasso tried to do, but does it without making me want to throw up.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's really funny because a lot of I'm not opposed to wholesome comedy. Like I like Mike Schur, is that his name? Like I like his shows, even though they can be a bit like okay.
Yeah, I mean, I love The Good Place. It was like
Good Place is amazing, especially
yeah.
the first season is like one of the greatest television seasons of all time.
I still laugh whenever I think about Jason just going Bortles.
Dude, do you remember when they stole the joke from? I don't know if it was. I think it was intentional. But do you remember Trill Ballins?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
The guy with the mask account.
So Trill Ballins used to call Blake Bortles Jake Jordals. That was like a joke that he had. And in the third season, I used to be in a group chat with him, and I sent it to him and was like, "Dude, they literally stole your joke on the second or third season of The Good Place." And he was like, "Oh, Jake Jordals is gonna have a great season this year. It's the year for Jake Jordals." And he was like, "I was like, do any of their writers follow you on Twitter?" And he could never figure out if they actually followed him and they were referencing that, or they just came to the same conclusion weirdly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that it's probable that even if none of them followed him, it got retweeted onto their timeline at some point. Like
exactly, especially back then. I remember TV writers saying that their worst enemy was Twitter, because every joke that has ever been made for a television show has already been put onto Twitter.
Yes.
So if you have a funny joke and you come up with it, it will, at some point, people will accuse you of stealing it, and it's like, no, it is literally, it's the thing that whenever we get things right on Ball, that people say it's the monkey with the typewriter, like conspiracy, which is that like if you give a monkey a typewriter and you just let it write forever, that eventually it will come up with things that will actually happen.
Or that it'll eventually become a right Shakespeare. If you give infinite monkeys infinite typewriters, eventually one of them will type up some shapes.
Yeah, exactly. That might be the monkey Shakespeare might be the exact thing.
But yeah, it is true that like being a comedy writer now must suck. One
totally sucks
because like obviously there's way less money in it and all of that, but also just like, yeah, you're competing with like Twitter, where literally like there was a huge chunk of the website where it was just people trying to make like the funniest joke they could think of, either about the day's news or like just a weird guy that they thought of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like every drill tweet, basically. It's just like, what's the weirdest thing I could fucking say right now?
Yeah, just a guy. Well, first off, Drill is from Delaware.
Of course he is.
Which is very weird because it's like, well, I do think that a lot of the times if I'm like, where's this person from? And I Google it, if it's a comedy adjacent person, there's like a 70% chance they're from Philly or Boston.
Yeah.
Those are like I feel like I've been getting it a lot more with actors recently, where I'm like, Google, like, where's this person from? It is very funny.
Is Philly having a moment?
I don't know if it's Philly having a moment or if it's just the fact that like it is really about who you know, and like the success of Philly-based media over the last 15 years, whereas it used to just be New York, LA, and then eventually Boston.
Yeah.
Philly-based media with like the come up of like Abbott Elementary and It's Always Sunny, and obviously if you want to extend it back a little bit, cheating a little bit here, but like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because it was, like whenever I tell people that I live in West Philly, they go, "Oh, in West Philadelphia, born and raised." Like that is like the thing that everyone thinks of. But Chicago's getting big too. Yeah, I was gonna say Chicago. I will say I know that most people. I don't think that people are from Chicago a lot of the times, but they start in Chicago.
Yeah.
Because of like Second City and UCB and stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean there's a huge comedy scene in Chicago. I should go to more shows, honestly. But
you weren't in New Orleans, dude.
Not this time.
So you should go see the comedian. Follow him on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. Luke Knoll was his name, I think. He was the comedian that Andrew. He was hanging with Andrew the whole time when we were down there. So he spent the day with us on Mardi Gras on Fat Tuesday. He does comedy. So he lived in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And he got a year he lived in New York because he got SNL, but then he was like, I was living in New York and LA and I just didn't like it. So I was like, why? I can just tour from Chicago and it's much easier to tour from Chicago. Oh my God.
Is he from Chicago?
He's from Cincinnati originally, but he moved to Chicago when he was in his 20s to do comedy and he loved it and was like, so they were like, they've been basically, they had been looking for a place to settle down that wasn't New York or LA. And they were like, let's just move back to Chicago. And he said it's so much easier for traveling around the country because it's right in the middle. It's obviously much more affordable. And the comedy scenes there is great. Like do you know the Friday Beers guys? They're really funny. They do they have these clips that show up. My favorite bit they ever did was they did the guy who's late to his flight and he shows up to TSA and then he has he opens his bag and he's like, I'm late for my flight, and then they open his bag and he has like an actual pipe bomb in the bag and he's like, I use that to floss my teeth. He's getting upset. They're very, very funny. They also had a viral clip a few years ago making fun of Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow song that blew up. That if you Googled them, you'd probably recognize them.
Yeah.
He goes on their podcasts all the time because they're based out of Chicago.
Nice.
So he was like, they have like a scene. Like he's like, there is stuff to do in Chicago comedy wise, but
yeah,
it's just not on the level of New York or LA, obviously. Yeah, dude, the Jack Harlow video is literally one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. I was like crying laughing when I saw that. They're a bit broy, but they're very funny.
That's fine. I mean, I listen to Bill. He's pretty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's old broy, but he's still broy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Chicago in general, like with the the centrality of the location is pretty helpful for any like business that is like does a lot of touring. Like,
there's
a lot of like good bands that
absolutely
that moved even if they're not from here, they end up like moving here because it's easy to tour from.
Did you see that stand-up? You might appreciate this. Did you see that stand-up comedian who was doing the bit about how he grew up in Chicago, so he thought that Jeff Tweedy was like one of the most famous people alive? He was like, I grew up thinking that there were two famous people from Chicago that were
Michael Jordan and Jeff Tweedy.
He said it was Obama and Jeff Tweedy, and he's like, and then I moved places that weren't, and they were like, who the fuck is Jeff Tweedy? And they were like, that's such a good fucking line, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna say Kanye originally, and then, but he might have been a little bit older. Although I guess Tweedy, like, they came out around the same time as like a few years before Kanye, but at least before people knew who Kanye was.
Yeah. No, that's really Jeff Tweedy.
Yeah. So fucking funny.
I was gonna say too, like, the reason that like Chicago is like, if not the best, one of like the 2 or 3 best cities in the country for like if you like independent pro wrestling is because
nice.
Like everybody that wrestles in the Midwest pretty much like is always here.
Sure. No, that makes sense. By the way, Paul George just hit a pull-up 3 to start the second half of the Sixers. I'm not sure if you have that one on.
Yeah, let's go PG.
Scoot is. I don't think Scoot has missed a shot. By the way,
that's crazy. What if he just becomes good? What if he just becomes the player we all wanted him to be?
Oh,
that would be crazy.
It would be very funny if he just had like a weird few years. But once again, the thing is, I don't think he can have the ball as much because he just still has the turnover problems.
Yeah.
But if he could develop a shot, then honestly, like, I think about it like this, like VJ is obviously more of a hustle guy. So it's like, it's a little bit like hard to compare the two.
Yeah.
But if VJ went to a team where they were like, you're the guy, he would have been not like, he still would have had his aura moments. He would have had his games, like, but his efficiency would have been worse. Yeah. And he would have had the normal rookie, like whatever guard stuff that like Scoot got thrown into the fire as a rookie. And then he's going to have to figure out a role for himself. And I hope he does, to be honest, because that was, he was so fun as a prospect. It does suck that he didn't become the player we all thought he would.
Yeah. I mean,
I know there were some people, you might've been a skeptic, but
I had no real opinions on that draft because I didn't really tap in like that for that one. I think I was too mad because I knew that the Bulls weren't going to tank and try to get Wemby, and
that was so fucking dumb.
And I was just like, God damn it! Like, this generational talent, you're not even gonna like
try
to maybe be the team that gets that guy. All right, cool. Like a lot of people call like other prospects generational. It's like, no, there are like
Wemby is the only one from the last 5 drafts that are
like
actually generational.
Well, when you're talking generational prospects, you're talking about like LeBron, Wemby, like
I would say there are some in retrospect generational prospects, but not at the time kind of thing. Like Steph is like, to think about the absurdity of Steph and the fact that he was this all-time outlier shooter that we just couldn't really wrap our brain around it at the time.
Well, it's also like there was the whole like
the league just changed.
Well, there was that, and it was also the case that like when he was in college, like his competition level wasn't like, because he didn't get like recruited by major schools, so he was at Davidson.
That was also it.
Like I think if he was
And
doing
he's
that,
stayed for 3 years too. After
yeah,
his sophomore year, I think it was, he broke out, or freshman
yeah,
year.
yeah. Like I think
His freshman year, he had that game in the tournament. Oh, BJ's going back to the locker room. Fuck.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's
He
not.
might have re-aggravated the thing that he fell on earlier. He's been our best player tonight, dude.
That's a gnarly limp. I don't like the looks of that at all.
Yeah, it's not good.
But yeah,
Good shit, Maxey.
I think if Steph had
we're
been doing
13 right now.
Yeah, I mean they've been cooking. I think if Steph had done the stuff that he did his freshman year at Davidson, like at UNC or something, then he would have been like, people would have realized what he was sooner.
For sure. Yeah, like guys like Cade, Luka, Zion, like I would not consider them generational. Extremely good prospects.
Yeah,
Luka, Wemby's the only one that I feel like recently that I would be like, oh, and Flag too, like very good prospect, not generational.
Flag's awesome, but like he's no,
he's not like a game breaker. He doesn't break the game of basketball. That's what generational means.
Yeah, and there have been very few guys like that.
Yeah,
especially that were easily identified like at the time.
Yep, exactly. Come on, Tyrese, give me something.
Like with Wemby, there's like no question about the talent,
Kelly,
and the tools. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like basically, does he get hurt or not? That's the only question with him.
Yep.
Which is like the same thing with like when LeBron was coming out. It was like, this guy is there. There's like no way he can fail.
Exactly. Those are the two that I think of in my lifetime that I'm like, if these guys fail, then we don't know anything.
Right. LeBron was such a big deal. I remember this. He was such a big deal that like I had the original, like one of the original NBA 2Ks on a Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm. It was the original NBA 2K that was on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, so I had that.
The Iverson one.
And I had the first one, and I remember I created LeBron in the game.
Oh, that's sick.
because I was like, this guy is gonna be the guy, and like this was like while he was still in high school. Like
I was gonna say, we knew about him for what, 3 years before he even made it to the NBA.
Yeah, like
he was like 15.
It was like he had the game where he played against, I think, Carmelo's team.
What's up, Owen? I'm just laughing at this message. He's like, what the fuck? I didn't expect this game to be. I don't think anyone expected this to be a game. Celtics are shooting like total shit right now. I'm sure they'll figure it out at some point because they
I feel like maybe we should lock in, because I'm just talking to you about bullshit.
That's a 7-point game. I mean, it's the second half. I almost don't want to lock in. All right, VJ's back on the bike. I almost don't want to lock in because I feel like every time I pay attention to the game, then the Celtics do well. But
they start to come back.
I mean, once again, I've been encouraged from what I've seen.
Trill has like the eye of Sauron when the Sixers can feel him watching. They're like, oh no!
You got Maxey, bro. Grimes loves to over dribble, dude. He's so bad. It's so unfortunate that Grimes came onto the team and was just like such an electric player for that Mickey Mouse March, and then he has been outside of March again this year, just complete dog shit.
Yeah,
we're getting, if we lose this game, we're getting swept because this is the one random game where the Celtics have been cold for a long time.
Yeah, they're getting their usual shots and they're just breaking.
Yep. Jalen has been making contested threes more so than open threes
like that
too.
One?
Yeah, I was gonna say that the hand in the face three.
He just jab stepping like Carmelo in the mid post, but from the wing three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need the Sixers to hang on here. I would like to see the Celtics sweat a little bit.
Yeah, because they're going to come out on the other end of a series potentially with the Knicks and the Hawks in the next round, where I assume you're rooting for the Hawks. Although, do you want to see Knicks Celtics?
Yeah, I'm conflicted about that because James Dolan is a demon, as we found out,
Oh, dude, horrible.
and
And also they fired your guy too,
yeah, Tibbs.
Demon Tibbs.
Yeah. Um. Uh. Yeah. Tibbs is like basically my problematic fave, given who he associates himself with.
Sure.
Between remaining super tight with Derrick Rose and being best buds with Rick Brunson. Kind of tough on Tibbs' judgment. But yeah, they fired him, and so I would like to see them suffer for their hubris. But I also don't want to see them lose to the Celtics. So
Sure.
I don't know.
I do wonder if hold on. Chiodo said, I've decided tomorrow is the VJ game. There will be a Hauser Dagger 3 with 45 seconds left. He said this yesterday.
It's in play.
To Dan, our friend Dan said, I don't know if I can watch this. It's like watching someone slowly die.
Is that Handsome Dan from the Discord?
No, that's Handsome Dan from the Discord and me went to college together. We went to Penn State together. This is his ad is a PA Turnpike fan.
I didn't know
he's friends with good friends with Sam. Yeah, Chiodo and me and him are in a DM together, and he's very funny.
Trill's in so many DMs. I am too. It's confusing. He's clairvoyant, Jesus.
What did there? I feel bad because there's hold on one second. There's the German guy in the Discord, the Celtics fan, who comes in and he asks, "What did he call Chiodo? Chiodo?"
Yeah, that was great.
I could understand if you didn't speak English, hearing that name and saying, "Oh, he's Italian, Chiodo," like that.
Yeah,
that definitely adds up. Or he does speak English. English is his second language, obviously.
Yeah, if you're not, like, even if you were,
the English language is very stupid. So
the way that we, the way that Chiodo's name is pronounced, if you're just like only hearing it and never reading it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the reverse of like when people only read a word and then they say it out loud and you're like,
the Chaos Emeralds, the Chouse. When I used to play Sonic on the Dreamcast, I was like, oh, the Chouse Garden, the Chouse Emerald, when I was like 12. And then I was like, it's Chaos?
Yeah. That's a really good one. When I first found out how banal was pronounced, I was like, that's crazy.
Banal?
Yeah.
Banal?
Yeah. I thought it was, I did. And I was like, what does banal mean? That's a weird word.
Oh my God. This team can't rebound. Nothing new has been their main playoff issue the last however many years. It's actually very funny because this team has no one from the last team that played in the playoffs except for Maxi and Oubre.
Yeah.
And it's still a problem. Like, it's like no matter who we have, it will always be a problem.
Arai, that's a good one, Tom. The one that I felt the worst about was my wife told me that when she was in grad school, she had a professor embarrass her because she mispronounced Goethe. It's like it's an where is he from? It's a name.
Okay.
I think is he an artist or a philosopher? Writer, poet, playwright. But how do you pronounce his name? Because I think I might have just butchered it myself. But she was like Goethe, because that's like how it looks. And he was like, what, who the hell is Goethe? And then somebody explained to her like that she mispronounced it. And
you didn't have to cut me off.
I don't.
Somebody that I used to know. Gutner. It's Yemen. All right.
Yeah, not Gautier or Gautier or whatever.
Gautier, yeah.
Yeah.
When I first saw that guy's name, I was like, I swear to God, I was like, the first time I read it, I was like, do you remember? I'm not even going to say it. Do you remember that horrible meme with a similar,
Yes.
people from early internet will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know what
The
you're talking about.
disgusting condition.
Yeah.
Uh, uh. Was that a defensive 3 seconds? There you go. Thank you for commenting it. Family friendly over here. I don't want people Googling that. It's like in middle school or I guess that was high school, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's gnarly.
all right.
Tom. Gauthier is an insane bar trivia player, apparently.
Oh yeah.
the
Let's go,
one hit,
PG.
the one hit wonder Gauthier or whatever his name is.
It's actually funny that PG and Maxey have really struggled to make shots tonight, and the Sixers are up 7. Good shit, Bona. This has been a knock on wood, very good Bona game for Bona.
Grading him on a curve.
Bona is just unfortunately a unitasker. Really good rebounder, can kind of switch on defense, but not good rebounder, I should say. He's a horrible defensive rebounder. Really good shot blocker. Can switch on defense, moves his feet well for a big man. Unfortunately, he is almost entirely useless on offense and cannot defensive rebound to save his life. So
that's a tough player, especially to have to play that player a lot of minutes. Thanks, Daryl.
Yep. Oof. What was that? Pull that, Maxey. Oh, come on. Don't give it to Kelly, Maxey. You are Tyrese Maxey, bro. You need to fucking shoot that shit, dude. I don't care if it's contested. PG, a Kelly corner 3 is not better than a Maxey above the break 3, bro. Even though statistically it might be. In my gut, it isn't. Yeah, they're blowing this.
Feelings don't
feelings don't care about your facts.
Yes, there you go. That's what I was trying to say. And then
that was a horrible shot from Tatum.
Then I was like, wait, am I saying it wrong? Because I intentionally saying it backwards.
PG, what was that, bro?
What?
Good shit, Kelly. They really call that a foul.
Oh, I don't know about that call.
It might have been. Well, if it isn't, then Nurse will be challenging this because Kelly Oubre is his darling child.
I mean,
I don't think that's a foul. Did he hit him in the back of the head?
Maybe.
I don't think he did. I don't think that's a foul, bro.
Also, I think after you make contact with the ball, I think like if you follow through and like tap the guy on the head, that's like not.
It would be deemed marginal contact usually,
especially in the playoffs. That's a pretty terrible call, I gotta say.
Yep. He's not. I mean, even if Jalen makes both free throws, I think the idea here is that they want to see if Jalen will miss the free throw, so they're going to save the challenge. Also, it's just too close. I see those calls all the time where it's like, actually, the elbow contact he lightly initiated. Yeah, it's like, all right.
He lightly touched him on the hip, and so it's not overturnable. Okay. Yeah. Cool, guys.
Wemby might have a concussion.
What? That's not good.
Dental issue, possibly chipped tooth.
What happened to him? Did Denny run into him?
It was probably either Denny or Klingon. We're 3 of 6 from the line.
That's crazy. They have three times as many free throws.
We just don't get rim pressure. Like Maxey's the only one, and Maxey doesn't get calls. So
yeah. Well, that's the thing that's.
Hey, what are you doing, bro?
What the fuck was that?
Maxey and Paul George have been absolute bozos. How are we winning this goddamn fucking game?
Because VJ has been him.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Drew pulled the chair. That's how Wemby got hurt.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, not funny, but that's. I mean, if that's the case, then that's a whole new series.
Silver is going to send Drew to Magneto jail for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, force him into a retirement. Wemby fell on his face.
Fuck. That's not good. That's especially bad because when he falls on his face, he has to fall like really far.
God damn it. Playing, I will say, only being up 3 when Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have been as bad as they've been tonight is kind of brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, that just shows you the talent gap between these two teams.
Yeah, well, it's a talent gap, and it's also just the thing that you talked about the other day about it being a math problem.
Like, let's go.
You guys don't get to the rim and you don't shoot threes.
DJ does.
Yeah. Is DJ your best player?
It depends. Once again, the Sixers, they never consistently have the same best player. The first 2 months of the season, it was Maxey. It was the first 2 months of the season, it was Maxey. Then it was Embiid. First 2.5 months, I'll give it to Max. Then it was Embiid. Then at the end of the year, it was VJ or Paul George. Good shit.
So my best case scenario going into this offseason was Bulls get the Blazers pick. That happened. AK fired. That happened.
Did you want Billy gone?
I wanted Billy to go just because
he's just going to want to compete.
And like, I don't know. I think that there are better opportunities out there for him. I think that like, it's just weird to like be a lame duck basically. Cause like a new decision maker is going to want to bring their own guy in, even if they like Billy fine, they're going to want to bring their own guy in at some point, you know? So, I mean, I wasn't like Billy has to go, but I was also kind of like Billy should probably go. So that was step 3. The last piece, the last thing, box to check, top 4 pick. We need to jump up. You got to jump up.
So
then we'll be cooking.
What are your odds to jump up?
Like 20%.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Honestly,
we have like a 9% chance at getting the first overall pick, so we're probably.
It is a good draft for you guys if you don't jump though, because you're such a blank slate team compared to other teams. Yeah. Like there are other teams that will just pass on good guards because they don't. But like, if you guys come to the conclusion that like Flemings or Phylon or whoever is there,
is
the best guy at like 7.
Well, we don't even have that many guards anymore either. Like we got rid of Kobe, we got rid of Io.
Yeah.
Trey Jones, we should probably trade because he's a pretty good player and he's on a cheapo deal. Like I think he can play in a playoff rotation for like a good team.
I wouldn't hate Trey Jones if everyone goes back to school and we get stuck with the 23rd pick. I wouldn't. Do you guys have a 2nd round pick?
Yeah, I think we do.
I would say we could trade you that first we have at 22. Trade back into the 2nd. We could probably get someone at the 2nd that's just as good as that range. Take on Trey Jones and then send you guys some other 2nds. I don't think they would do that though, just because Trey Jones probably can't play with Maxey and VJ enough.
Yeah, but there's got to be.
We do need him for a regular season innings eater, like a point guard who can handle the ball off the bench. That is like.
But there's like a ton of teams that could use Trey Jones.
Sure.
I think, even though he's small, like he plays up on defense fairly well for a guy that small.
I would absolutely draft Phylon if I were you guys.
I'm totally into that.
He's such a bucket, dude.
Somebody in one of my Bulls chats suggested that maybe I forget who the other team is that has 2 like later first round
Grizzlies,
like, maybe but like
Hornets.
One of them basically doing like a trade down for the Bulls doing a trade down for their 2 first round picks.
The Hornets
for the 9, and then they would have like 3 picks in the like 12 to like
Sure.
18 range or something like that.
Yeah.
And that,
That's what the Kings did that one year, and they missed on every pick.
yeah, I mean, I do like the bites at the apple of it all. But yeah, you have to hit the picks, right? Like, that's always what it's going to come down to.
No, I do tend to agree with you.
Well, I
think the Hornets should be trading up if there's a guy they really want.
Yeah,
because they need to nail that pick.
Yeah, like I forget who. Oh fuck!
Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
God,
he's probably out for the game.
Yeah, he was fucked up, man.
Oh yeah, that's clearly out on Vooch. We challenged that and won. Let's go.
How did you even need to use a challenge on that? That's a terrible call.
Yeah, I think they thought it hit off Justin Edwards.
Good
shit, VJ.
They thought it hit.
He's really struggled to get to a paint touch score off of self creation. So I love to see that. I
know that somewhere out there right now, Sam is losing his mind that Vooch is on the floor.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. By the way, another one that I wouldn't hate for you guys would be Mara at 7 or 8 or 9, wherever you guys pick. I can't remember.
9 if we don't move.
Mara at 9, and then Okori at 15. If you want to get a guard later.
I like that. And honestly, at 15, Phylon might still be there.
If Phylon's there, that is a fucking home run draft. Jalen figured out he can make threes.
God damn it. But yeah, I'm interested to see who they hire. It really feels like they're lining it up to be Matt Lloyd. He was like the first name on their list, and he has a ton of connections. What, VJ? Holy shit,
dude! What is going on? He's 27.
He's doing the Shea thing of getting to that like weird spot on the baseline, and
that's his favorite little area.
It's him and Shea are the only guys that I know that like that's the spot they like to go to.
Yep, he loves that little area. Jimmy did that a little bit. Although Jimmy didn't do it off the dribble, Jimmy would do it off like a post up.
Yeah, Jimmy just likes to be around the basket a lot, but like it's specifically with Shea and now VJ, they like to like get to just outside of the paint.
Yeah.
But like down by the block. It's
exactly.
Really weird. It's like a dead zone that I'm surprised more people don't exploit, especially with all the success that Shea has had, because it like doesn't fit in a lot of sets or whatever. Like it's not where guys traditionally operate, so defenses don't know how to react to it.
We have a foul to give. All right.
Or just let
Come on.
Pritchard
give me something here, Veach. Give me something here, Veach. Give me something here, Veach. Oh! If he had hit that one, I would have been fucking screaming.
That's crazy.
This is unironically, well, that's not true. He had a game against the Kings where he destroyed them, but they're the Kings. This might be his best scoring game since the first game against Boston. I mean, he scored 35 he scored 38 against the Kings. I think he scored 34 in the first Boston game.
Yeah, I remember that first game. I was like, holy shit. Everybody was like,
I was like,
is he going to be the best player in the draft?
So the thing about VJ is that I was surprised he didn't play well in the last. He wasn't bad in the last game. He just missed shots.
Yeah.
But I was surprised because for first games of things, like Summer League, he played against Ace and destroyed him. And then he came in the Boston game and he was great in the Boston game in the first game. And I was expecting it this last game, but he has been beyond my wildest. Dude, I was like, once again, when we drafted him, I was like, the idea was basically when you guys drafted Jimmy, where it was, I know Jimmy was older, but like, it was basically like,
and we got him at 30, which is crazy. Shout out Matt Lloyd.
I mean, insane. The free throw drawing at his level to last that long, it's crazy. But he when the reason I wanted VJ in the draft was because I was like, this is a guy that I think you could put on a team, and like when Jimmy was really young on those Bulls teams, and
Mhm.
was just like an effective role player, like from
Yeah.
the jump, basically. Um,
Yeah, he
and I
just
was
would
like,
defend the other team's best player and then like get to the
great.
line like
Yeah,
6 times a game
he was
in
a
like 20
garbage man,
minutes.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He
I was
couldn't
like,
shoot at all. He would just cut from the he would
yeah,
just cut off of other guys' gravity, and he was so fast and strong that he would just get fouled every time he did like the cut from the corner.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, so that was my idea. Was basically like VJ can be a role player if all of our guys are healthy, but he might have when he's in his mid-20s, he might have that Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Victor Oladipo
Yeah.
style. Like he can grow into something more, and he's shown me enough in his rookie season that I'm like, oh my god! I mean, this is he's showing me stuff that I never thought he was going to be able to do as a rookie.
Well,
Like,
even in his very first game, or I think it was even like his first like summer league game, it was like he was shooting all these middies and stuff, and
mm-hmm.
he like was not allowed to shoot those in college at
He
all,
said that on Paul George's podcast. He said Bryce Drew said that he wasn't allowed to shoot mid rangers.
which is crazy because he's very good at them.
Yeah. Well, I I tend to think that the guys that love the mid range shot are a lot of the times it's because they can't trust their handle, and VJ clearly doesn't trust his handle yet.
Yeah.
To get him all the way to the rim. And he doesn't want to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
But with college spacing, shooting that mid range shot just makes so much more sense too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
I mean, Bryce Drew's had a lot of success, so whatever. But like,
Sure.
but like, I don't know. That seems crazy to me. I gotta go pick up or go grab my food off of the deck. I'm not leaving. I'm just running and grabbing my Chinese food. But I'll be right back.
No, yeah, you're good. When was the last time? This is a great question. When was the last time the top 4 in back-to-back drafts were this good? What was the top 4 of the 08 draft? OJ Mayo. Was that Westbrook? Kevin Love? Oh, wow. Wemby's out? Wow. Concussion protocol. Well, all of a sudden we have a series, even though the Spurs are up 5 right now. And the fourth quarter has begun. And we have Justin Edwards doing Justin Edwards things. Justin Edwards, you never have to try a layup in your life, dude. I promise you, you don't have to. Come on, dude. Ah, that's just a tough shot from Pritchard. Come on, PG. There we go, PG. Good shit. You can get into your mid-range bullshit when this is the case. Good defense, dude. Great defense. Based on this season, I would say fake star. I've always liked Paulo, but I know he's been playing well in the playoffs, in the second play-in game. But I mean, look, if you talk to any Magic fan before these last 2 games, they would tell you their honest truth about him. But I don't know. If he's a playoff demon, then come on. Yes, Justin Edwards. Pistons in 5. We'll say. I would be a little bit scared if I were a Pistons fan after that first game. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. I'm at 9:18 right now, by the way, guys. If you want to watch with me, if you want to sync your stream. Good shit, PJ. Bully ball. Bully P. Bona's in the game. It's not Edwards at the 5. Bona's at the or Edwards is at the 3. It's Paul George at the 4. Do we know when hold on one second. When Durant will be back? They said he's going to play in game 2. I think he's going to play tonight, right? All right, PG, come on. Give me one moment as a Sixer. Wow, he made both. Let's go. Still game time decision. Interesting. Yeah, VJ's been cooking, dude. This has been his best game in quite some time. He's also been all over the place in a positive way.
What's up?
It is so funny that Jaylen Brown is struggling. I've seen him hit 3 contested in his hand in his face off the dribble threes, and he has missed like 4 open catch and shoot threes. Also, you missed Bully P. They've just been getting Paul George on switches, and he's been cooking. You got to notice Maxi's open there. Although with Maxi not willing to take threes, I can't really blame him. Let's go! Come on, pass it, Bona. Oh! Bona!
Oh, man. What is he doing?
He's so dumb, dude.
That was unbelievable. Why didn't he dunk it?
God damn, Derek White, man. We can't box out Kada, dude.
That's another one that Sam is raging about right now, is that Derek is sucking yet again.
It's the podcast, dude.
Did he go on the podcast?
No. He has his own podcast now, and since he hasn't been, he's had his worst shooting season in years. I was gonna say it does feel like the Celtics are shooting extremely poorly from 3. Oh no! Good defense. I thought that hit Tatum. Now, Bona was playing well until this recent stretch, so I didn't hate them having him out there, but I would imagine Drummond will close this game.
Yeah, that missed layup is a tough one to come back from.
Good shit, Justin Edwards.
Nice block.
Maxi. Please. Dude. I mean, I'm not gonna. I can't remember the last time the Celtics shot like this.
Yeah, they gotta take more advantage of this. They need to be up by more than 7 points with the Celtics shooting like this.
They're 10 for 40.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't felt Tatum in this game.
It's been a weird game for Tatum. Hold on, let's see.
Like, I don't know what the stats
made some
say.
nice passes, but
I assume he has like a shitload of rebounds because they've missed so many shots.
11 rebounds. He has 16. He has a prime Ben Simmons stat line. 16, 11, and 9.
That's weird. I mean, I know he's like probably still not 100% or whatever, but I figured he probably had stats, but I just feel like I haven't like really noticed him in the game that much.
Yeah. Maxey has 7 of 20 from the field. He's only got to the line once. But he has 8 assists, only 1 turnover. PG 7 for 13. He has 19, 3 and 3. VJ has 27, 9 and 2 on 11 of 18. Boda has 0 points. He's 0 of 4 from the floor. 2 rebounds. Dude, he has like no stats. He's played 20 minutes and he's a +5, and he has basically a Tony Snell line.
That's crazy.
His defense is good, but it's just like, that is insane. His defense is good minus the defensive rebounding, which is kind of important when you're supposed to be a center.
Yeah. Securing the ball is how you end the possession. It's true.
He is... his hands.
My Chinese order, somebody was asking in the chat, I got the General Tso's soy gluten. So it tastes kind of like chicken, but it is soy because I am a soy boy. I do not eat meat. So, and then also I got a.
Are you vegetarian?
Yeah, I've been vegetarian since like basically right before the pandemic.
Nice.
And then I got a
vegan for a few years.
smoothie.
I think Edwards should close. He's kind of earned it tonight. This has been the best. Edwards was actually very good down the stretch of the season. I was like, I've been very impressed with him, even though I don't buy that he's an actual, like, his defense and his rebounding is so bad. But it's been passable in this game. Got to reward guys for playing well.
No, lychee smoothie.
Oh my god, you excited for the miniature wife, dude? The guy
is
from
that
Succession with Elizabeth Banks.
Is that the one that's like Honey, I Shrunk You?
Oh,
basically?
dude, Giannis. That is literally the commercial with Giannis on it just now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 90% sure that is the comedian Luke in that commercial.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna have to see that. Was with the Minions commercial that was just on. The guy who he was talking to in the room was the comedian that was playing at Sports Drink when we were in New Orleans. That's so fucking funny.
Good for him. He got a commercial with Giannis.
Yeah. He definitely got that after this because I feel like he would have mentioned that. Like, oh, you guys are a basketball podcast? I have a commercial with Giannis.
Yeah, that seems like it would be something that would come up.
Yeah.
And yeah, just from the time.
Oh, fuck!
How did that not go down?
Great shot, man. Just didn't get rewarded. Oh, EJ fell again. Of course, Tatum hits it now. Brutal.
Lychee is... Oh, and that's not how you spell lychee. It's a fruit. It's delicious.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. I've had it before. I think I've literally had it in a smoothie, too. Ooh.
I thought about getting a Thai iced tea, but...
Oh, Thai iced tea is the shit, dude.
Yeah, I just didn't want that much caffeine at this point in the evening.
Yeah, this is over.
God damn it.
Yeah, execution late in games.
I have to say, I really hate the Boston public address announcer.
Same. The JB43, that guy?
Yeah, I hate him.
Yeah, he's the worst. It's not just because I've been on the other side of that for years. I just don't like the way that he says it. No.
Yeah, I have lived for most of my life in New England, and so I've seen a lot of Celtics games, and I've rooted against them pretty much every game.
Yeah, there's a reason why I mute the games. I actually I get nervous from hearing the Sixers in-game and arena stuff, where it's like, I'm like, my brain is like, no, don't do this to me. I remember the Hawks series and the Raptors series and the Celtics series, and please, no.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maxi. Finally.
Let's go.
He's going to empty the clip. His vibes have just been weird. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, he doesn't seem as joyful as he usually does.
He hasn't been for like 2 months. No!
Oh, God. How did that...
God, we got lucky there. Once again, the Derek White thing is just strange. Come on. Yes! Let's go, Tyrese!
That's a really tough sequence for...
Was that Wow?
Huh?
That was Bow Wow on the sideline.
Like the rapper?
Yes. I'm 100% sure that was Bow Wow. They just cut to Maxi, and that's Bow Wow. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
We needed that so badly, dude. That is when I've been saying, I was like, they're basically saying we know that Maxi's not going to take the pull-up threes. That is why generating open pull-up threes for him, even if he shoots 30% of them for the series because his finger's fucked up, we need it. Like we don't have any other consistent offense. And our offense was humming early in the season when he was shooting 36, 37% on those. And then he fucked up his finger. He shot like 34% on the whole season. But like, I'll take it on the volume and the difficulty that he takes those on.
Yeah. No, I mean, you just need something to attract the defense's attention, and
they don't have anyone else that can put two on the ball or warp the defense at all.
Yeah, you just have to like figure out ways to try to get the defense in rotation. And
yeah, I'm sure there was something like this. I mean, look, Derek White's a very good player, but the three is just left him, and that is very problematic because the thing that has made him into an elite role player with the Celtics is that he's become one of the best deep range shooters in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Derek White when his shot is going is that he's like part of the reason why all the impact metrics love him is because he's like purely additive. Like he moves without the ball, he can handle the ball, so he can be a threat on or off it.
He's an insane rim protector for a guard, which is like so weird.
I think he's a pretty good I think he's a pretty good rebounder for a guard. Like he's not really bad at anything, and he's really good at a lot of things.
I'm gonna look at Sam's latest tweet.
Oh,
Sam
said, "Is he crashing out?"
He just posted a photo. There's nothing in the world better than playoff basketball, man, and it's just him staring at the camera. He's so fucking funny. Oops. Once again, this is just when you live by the three, die by the three, you're going to occasionally have games where worse teams are going to hang with you in a playoff context. But they're such a good shooting team that over the course of a series, it generally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Remember the Heat beat them in a game? I think it was game 2 a few years ago. The Heat beat them in a game like this. Where they had Celtics? Like a crazy shooting game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Sam. It's me, Sam. So sorry I died. I miss you so much. Let's go, Tyrese.
You guys are making fun of Trill and saying that he's going to be talking himself into the split series going into Game 5. That's what it's all about.
I also, first off, obviously. Second off, they're losing this game.
Yeah, I mean, God, why do they have to show us Joshua Harris? It's so upsetting.
Let's go, BJ!
It's crazy that he brought Howard Lutnick to the
insane, dude. That was like when they had Chris Tucker on the sidelines at the Hawks game a few years ago.
Yeah.
Good shit from him.
Chris Tucker is at kind of a lot of Hawks games. It's
He's
weird.
like their fan, and I'm like, their owner has connections. Like, you probably should not have this on display.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad enough that your owner is associated very closely with Apollo Global Management.
Exactly. Drummond's back because we couldn't get a rebound with Bona out there. And also, Bona had the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, Jesus. Can we get that reviewed for a flagrant? He hit him right in the face. Like, why is Jaylen Brown allowed to just like reach out and punch Maxey? I don't understand.
Kelly!
Demon Kelly.
Let's go, dude.
Kelly looks so cool with his two-tone hair.
He drives me insane sometimes, but Kelly is like the man. Allie and chat will tell you she's met Kelly like 5 times at this point, maybe 4 times, and he's like the nicest guy. Like, everyone loves Kelly. He also, when we were in New Orleans, I was talking to the Rights to Ricky Sanchez guys, and he recognized Spike and was like, and came up and like talked to all the fans like that were with them, like on him, like was just like, yo, what's up, like.
Oh, I know you guys.
Talk to them and like yeah. I was like, he's the man, dude. And he also is from New Orleans too, so he was talking to his family and left and came over to say what up.
Oh, that is neat. Yeah, I didn't know that he was from New Orleans. No wonder he's so chill. He's from New Orleans and he looks like that. So
yeah, exactly.
Life has probably been pretty good to him.
Yeah, no, so far. Oh, that was the other thing that I was talking about. The comedian in New Orleans was like, I know that if you want to have a long-term goal, he was like, we just live in New Orleans for 1 month of the year. We just get a place down here and live here during like November or December and I was like,
I think I told you guys either in the Discord or in our group chat that like when I was down there for the first Ball live show, that I was texting my wife and being like, do we need to move to New Orleans maybe? Because she also loves New Orleans.
It's so good, dude. It's so good.
Just have a permanent second home base for
it's so great, dude. Oh my god, I dream about it all the time. For my health, it's much better that I live here, especially because I don't drink anymore, and I would be so tempted to drink there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I did a decent job of behaving myself when I was there. I definitely drank, but I didn't go crazy. Yeah. The other like a couple weekends.
Oh my god, what a shot!
A couple weekends ago, one of my buddies had his 40th birthday party and rented out the back of a bar, and like
we got to lock in here. There's 3:30 left.
I was just gonna say I got drunker than I've been in a very long time the other weekend, and I was like, oh, this is why I don't do this. I had a great time, but I was just like, oh right.
Oh my god, yes.
VJ.
Demon, dude.
He's so good.
Staring it down, baby. He's got over 30.
I like that. That was a very cold wink he did too. Looking back,
demon, dude. Absolute demon.
Oh, I've seen Vooch miss that exact corner 3 so many times.
He made that exact shot to beat the Sixers earlier this year. Do you remember that game?
Yes. I was mad because I was like, they need to lose. What is going on?
Oh my god! Let's fucking go. When I told you that guy talking shit to Maxey is going to get him riled up, he does this whenever anyone in the crowd talks shit to him. He's always like, "No, this is not going to happen."
Can we get some masshole to get Maxey pissed off like every game?
There was a Raptors game earlier this year where a fan did that, and it was the best game I've ever seen Maxey play in his life. He had 40 and he missed like 2 shots in like 3 quarters. I was like, this is and he scored 50 multiple times. He was better in that game.
So I think what we've discovered is despite the fact that Maxey has so much joy,
I'm sorry.
Uh,
Is Sam in chat? I know Sam's not going to want to join for this, but if Vooch missing those 2 threes, I just needed to see his reaction.
I think we can imagine it pretty
exactly.
well.
Exactly.
He's probably dying right now.
Oh!
Man, his he's just cooking Derek White off the dribble right now.
Yeah, I mean, Sam was right in that Jalen has made so many tough threes in this game, dude. Sam was right in that the thing that the Celtics struggle with is quick guard penetration.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter in game one. It didn't matter in game one because Maxey wasn't willing to shoot those pull-up threes, and then the anytime he got into the paint, like they were just like, we'll live with whatever the outcome is. Like we're just gonna not let you get second chances. We'll leave bad shooters open. Like we're fine. Like they put 4 guys near the paint in the first game, and it was just we couldn't do anything.
It also seemed like this like I don't know, these last few possessions I don't know what the Sixers did because I wasn't watching closely enough, but they did something to scramble the Celtics defense a little bit because once he beat Derek White off the dribble, there was like nobody in the paint.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Well, first off, them putting the backups in, it's very funny because if any other team in the NBA did this, I would be like, oh, we're good. But the Celtics backups are so good. Paul George already missed the free throw. And the Celtics backups are demons. And the game a few years ago when the Sixers were up like 20 in Boston with like 3 minutes left and they subbed out their starters.
Yeah.
In the next game at the end of that game, they got the lead down to 9 with like 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And I was like, oh my God, Paul George missed both free throws, dude. This is what I'm telling you. Like, I'm more worried that their backups are in now than if their starters had been in.
That's insane. Paul George, come on, man.
I mean, this is just, once again, this is what he is known for better or worse.
That's why he's playoff P.
Exactly. Wow. They went into Boston.
Wow, even Demon Luka Garza is missing his threes.
Yeah, and I've honestly, that was the first 3 I've ever seen him miss. Every time I watch him, like, oh my God, Demon Garza, dude.
It's like, honestly, shout out to him, but like he's a Celtics, so fuck him. But like,
yeah, Tyrese!
Man, he is cooking, dude.
Look, and he's got the wrap on the pinky too.
Yeah, he just needs to start moving like that all the time. Like, just
once again, I don't care if you take 30 pull-up threes, dude. It's all we have. It's all we have, bro.
Yeah, it's like him and VJ have to carry.
Yeah. Is that Shulga? Demon Shulga?
Yeah, somebody in chat earlier said, is that fucking Max Shulga?
Yeah, it is.
Damn, that was terrible.
I cannot believe they went into Boston and won a game. This is more surprising than the Harden game because Harden is Harden. Like, he's James Harden. Like, this Sixers team really, I did not think they had a chance to win a game in Boston. Maybe one game at home. I thought it could have been a reverse, like a fucking.
Well, they just this was like more or less wire to wire. Like they just.
Well, the Celtics were pretty big early, and then the Sixers came back. They took the lead in the second quarter, and they didn't really let it up after that.
Oh, that's fair. I didn't actually turn the game.
The Celtics were. It was looking like it was going to be a blowout early in the game. Like they were up like 12 in the first quarter, and it was like getting out of hand. The Sixers missed all of their threes to start again. Love it though.
That's big.
I'm very happy for Tyrese. He's gotten a lot of shit from everyone, including me. And he had 29. VJ had 30. Amazing.
I was gonna say earlier, like everybody loves Maxey because he's happy and he smiles and everything. But like, what if his superpower is actually being angry? What if he's like the Hulk?
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I'll say this much. I think that Maxey has a little bit of. He's a very nice person, but the psycho competitor gene is absolutely strong within him.
Yeah.
Like he just always wants to get better, and his dad was a basketball coach. He's a religious guy from Texas. Like, let's just everything is there. This is true. Tom. Oh, great win! Wow, incredible. I'm down to stay on for a little bit of this. Is it halftime of that other game?
I don't know. I
Hold
haven't
on.
flipped over to it yet.
I'll have to change my. Oh no, it's the third quarter. I'll stay on for a little bit of it. I'm probably not going to stream for the rest of the game though. Wow, 180 people. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. I can't believe that they did that. VJ, what a fucking game from VJ. God damn, dude. Once again, he's not afraid for a rookie. Not afraid at all.
He seems ready for everything, man. It's crazy.
It's insane. He is
like
legit.
Even Khan's gonna probably win Rookie of the Year, I think. But like Khan,
lights were bright.
Lights got a little bright on Khan.
Yep. I'm looking at Dylan Harper. I'm looking at his stats right now. He was like he struggled in the playoffs a little bit so far to start, but he was so good in the second half of the season that I was like, how did they get away with this? To get him and Wemby in a few years?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they jumped up multiple times.
Like Castle was one of the best players on the board when he got picked.
Yeah, they got lucky that Castle fell where he did, and they also got lucky that they jumped up to 2 for Harper, and they got extremely lucky that they jumped up for Wemby.
Yeah.
I just need a little bit of rigging from Adam Silver to help me out here.
I need to clip my prediction from the other night where I said I think they're going to get stomped in game 1, but they'll hang in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, you were right.
Yeah.
send concussion protocol timeline. That's good. Yeah, so I think somebody else in the chat earlier said that the Spurs Blazers game 3 is going to magically get moved by like 3 days into the future.
Oh my god. Yeah, seriously. Is it already? Because I know that the Lakers had that little bit of a like rest advantage, and I was like, of course they're going to do that for the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
The Sixers did not get the same benefit of the doubt as the Lakers did in their first round series, if you can imagine. Okay, so the Spurs are up 6. Hell of a game, dude. Even if we lose in 5, I'm just so happy we got that game.
Well, you sent the entire Boston crowd home sad for at least one night in the playoffs, which is always a good thing to do.
If you can send this, yeah, thank you, Sam, for tweeting this earlier. What's that? Say it again. Sorry, one more time.
Oh, I was just saying that if you can, anytime you can send a Boston playoff crowd home sad, it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, the Miami series a few years ago, they lost in 5, but they had that game. That was the year they won the title.
Yeah.
This was the thing that I was saying. It was like Boston, there's no team, the Thunder might this year, but there's no team, it feels like, where it's just like you have zero chance to win a single game in a series.
Yeah.
Mainly because of 3-point variance.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that's like so tough about the Thunder is that it makes it feel like you don't have a chance, or like you can't even like variance ball them because like they don't really rely on the 3 that much. Like with the Celtics, you can at least like hope that they just have like a really cold shooting game because they do rely on the 3-pointer so much.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. It feels like the Thunder just like they win so much with just beating the hell out of you and being great on defense, and then like Shea shooting 60% from mid range, and like
exactly. All right, I'm gonna check my Discord DMs. I'm assuming this is the stat that Nick was talking about.
Also, I'm proud / a little upset that somebody sent in the nickname that I came up with Donovan Clingan when he was in college to Bill, and got credit for it like a couple weeks ago. They said that he looks like Gunther from WWE, and I said the exact same thing. That's what he looks like. And Gunther's nickname is the Ring General, so you call him the Rim General.
Oh, that's good.
And I came up with that like before the draft a couple years ago. But
you don't have evidence of it?
I think I deleted all my tweets, so it's gone.
Damn.
But also like it's not that clever, so like it's one of those
pretty
things.
clever. Pretty clever. By the way, this is the stat that he was talking about. Zach Cram posted this. VJ Edgecombe is the 8th rookie with 30 and 10 in a playoff game in the 3-point era. Wow. VJ Edgecombe, Tim Duncan, Alonzo Mourning, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Jeff Ruland.
Wow.
Hold on.
Jeff Ruland is one of those guys that's crazy because
second round pick, by the way.
He's crazy because like he was so good as a rookie. Like there's all these stats where like it's like Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame. Jeff Ruland
made 2 All-Star games. He was first team All Rookie. Did he have injuries or something?
I don't know.
He might have just been an older. Oh yeah, he was 24 as a rookie. But then again, that was normal back then.
Oh my god. I just looked up a picture of Jeff Ruland. What a guy.
He's a goofy looking dude.
The picture I am looking at him
was of him the goggles?
No, it's one where he's like hunched over breathing hard in an old school Sixers jersey. He looks insane.
Yeah. He looks like a fucking Chicago cop.
Yeah. I was gonna say he looks like the SNL when they used to do the SNL skit where they go Bears. He looks like one of those guys.
Yeah, get a Polish sausage. Go get yourself a Polish sausage. The Bears.
Where's he from? Is he from Chicago?
Maybe. I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
How have I never heard of this guy? He got MVP votes. No, Jeff Ruland was before my time. I mean, he was on the Sixers a year after I was born.
If you're just like a stat like sicko, you have to know about Jeff Ruland because, like I was saying before, it's like all these like great accomplishments that people do before a certain age or like in their first year. He's always on the list. He's always on the list, and then you go, then you're like, who the fuck is Jeff Ruland?
All right, hold on. I'm looking at. He must have had injuries, dude. Yeah,
I bet he was an NBA jam.
Bill Walton style. He had fucked up feet.
Oh,
brittle feet. He played 30 games before he got shut down in 1985-86, and then his career was never the same after that.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's the other guy that you might remember this. Alvin Adams from the Suns is another guy. Yeah. Like anytime I do a stat query, I'm like, how does he? And he was on those Suns finals teams from the 70s.
Yeah,
when they played the Celtics.
Yeah, he's Alvin Adams was a problem.
Yeah, he was because I remember looking up. I was when Şengün was a rookie. I remember looking up like rookies that averaged this many assists, like scored this many points, whatever, and it was Jokic and Alvin Adams were the only two that did it before Şengün. But then again, Şengün probably became the level of like they trusted him with the ball because of Jokic.
Yeah,
and he's just not close to the talent that Jokic is.
Yeah, well, that's like one of the problems with like all the
archetypes,
like the queries based sort of scouting that people do sometimes.
Yeah,
is that like if a player seems sort of stylistically like another player, coaches have eyes too, and they will be like, "Oh, let me use him like that guy." And so,
exactly,
the predictive power of that combination of stats sort of ceases to be as useful as like signal or whatever.
Hell yeah. The first quarter of the game, I'm on here talking about why we should trade Maxey to save his career, and now we're getting comments like, "Can't believe VJ and Maxey is my backcourt for years." I'm just like, please don't fucking. Ugh.
I mean, I do think that, you know,
I just don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it again.
Really cool for both those guys. I do think that, I don't know. I think they're both still going to be really young when the Embiid and
he's 25. He turns 26 in November. Like, Small. I'm just saying, the 3-point shot will make him have a very long career. I want to capitalize on the best years of his career, because the best that he will ever be is probably 26 to 29. If you look at guys in his archetype,
Yeah.
even the higher end ones, the Damian Lillards, the fucking Donovan Mitchells, the Bradley Beal, if you want to go lower, Devin Booker, they all are so good from that age, and I just do not want to waste those years of his career, because it's just like we've done it so many times. Like, they wasted Joel's entire prime by doing bozo shit
never
over
getting
and over.
off of the Tobias contract, like when Joel was like actually healthy, remains like insane.
Yeah.
Like, not turning that
never getting
contract
any
into,
good
like,
role players. Melton's the only good role player he acquired that wasn't washed.
He, like, it's hard to say that he's done like a completely bad job, because he has done so well in the draft, but like,
he inherited a bad situation. I will give him that, but he just has been bad the last few years. Like,
I mean, like, doing well in the draft is like, that's good, but like, the draft usually makes up like 2 roster spots in a given year, and like,
I just want to point it out. I love Kelly as a person. He is not a role player. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like Kelly is... Scoot is fucking cooking right now, dude. He's talking shit, too. Let's go, Scoot.
See, that's what I thought that shot was going to be there for him, like, all the time in the pros.
Because I just thought his lift was going to be like the Westbrook thing we talked about.
Yeah, that's also how Derrick Rose used to play. Like, he didn't shoot threes. He would just get to like 15 feet and pull up or try to dunk on you. And he doesn't have the Derrick Rose like explosiveness, but
the handle with Rose and all of those guys
was different.
They were just different. Like, and like the thing with Scoot and VJ is that they have a lot of the same traits, just that the handle is not as advanced as the Wades, the Roses.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's weird, because I think that, like, I don't know. I don't know why developmentally, like, their handles aren't as good, but I do feel like if you're like a certain level of athlete, it seems like it would be really easy to just like be like, well, nobody can stop me. My handle doesn't need to be that good.
That's the thing with VJ, where I'm like, his handle sucks, and he can still get to wherever he wants on the court.
Yeah. But like, then there were guys like Westbrook and Rose who like are insane athletes, but like also could still handle. So it's like, well, maybe that theory is just garbage. Maybe I'm wrong.
Harper's was probably the best handle in the last class. Him or Fears.
Yeah. I think Fears like...
Fears handle's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that was like my big selling point for Fears.
Who's the worst prospect to have good handles? Like, positionally? Derek Queen? Derek Queen has really good handles for a big.
Oh, no, it's Danny Wolf.
Oh, Danny Wolf's a good call.
He has great handle.
Trey Mann is a great one.
Yep. Trey Mann's...
Did Jimmer have a handle like that? I don't remember. I thought he was just a...
Jimmer was a bucket. He really had a nice handle, but he just was too small and not really athletic enough.
Harper cooking.
I
was going to say the opposite of that question is Jaylen Brown. Who's the best prospect to have
the best prospect
handles?
with a terrible handle? Yeah,
like a horrible handle, and like turned into like a very good NBA player.
Well, that was the other. I mean, that was the craziest thing about Jimmy Butler, is that like when he came into the league, like he couldn't really dribble like at like an NBA guard wing level, and then he was just like, I'm just gonna work on my handle like for 10 hours a day in the off season.
If I were a rebuilding team, I would sign Ricky Cancel today, because he is another guy that like his handle sucked, but occasionally he would have... I shouldn't say his handle sucked. His handle was actually pretty good and like he was a really good athlete for a wing size guy. He actually had pretty like shifty handles. he was just chaotic with his
Yeah.
whole game. But he had his rookie season. I think he had the best for a free throw rate for a non-big since Jimmy as a rookie.
Yeah,
That's why I was surprised that another team didn't pick him up and just be like he was terrible for us last year. Don't get me wrong, but he also was playing on a dog shit team, and I was just surprised. All right, so Ricky Cancel's free throw rate his rookie season was a 63.4.
that's crazy. I feel like I remember you sending or like either posting about that or sending some of the Ricky Council like free throw numbers into the chat.
Dude, he was like literally one of the greatest driver and contact guys I've ever seen in terms of drawing fouls. Oh, no way, not another one. Oh, I thought Scoot was going to hit another bailout shot here.
Wow.
By the way, did you see the Strokes performance the other night?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Incredible.
And it's also particularly pointed because of who Julian Casablancas' dad is.
Yeah.
Or was.
Well, yeah, he's a demon.
Yeah. I mean, he was literally like good buddies with Epstein and is like basically like another Epstein.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, Julian and him didn't have a relationship too. So
because Julian's mom was like his first wife, and
she was a model for Wilhelmina, right?
Yeah, she was the first model who he had in his modeling agency, and he basically
he was an abuser.
Yeah, he's just a complete piece of shit. He sexually assaulted a lot of people, and
I know. I remember when a lot of their early fame, he was getting like the attention for that, and he was like, "I don't know my dad." Oh, he's basically like, "I don't know my dad. I don't want to know my dad," and he was a big drinker and drug user because of it, and had to get sober in like 2000.
Yeah, I've seen people be like, "Well, he still used his dad's connections to get famous or whatever." And it's like, well, his mom was also like a famous model.
Yeah.
I don't think he needed his dad's connections because like he didn't have a relationship with his dad. He hated his dad.
Yep.
Because his dad was a huge piece of shit.
Yep. Their first two albums are still so fucking good, dude. they've had their recent resurgence. I've just been going back and listening to them, and I'm like,
they're so good. I mean,
they're so good.
People can say whatever they want. They can say it's derivative of things that came before it, blah blah blah, whatever. But like
every good rock album except for basically Radiohead from the last 30 years is somewhat derivative of something else.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many fucking noises you can make with a guitar.
Yeah.
Like.
Exactly. That's why Radiohead was like, we're not going to use guitars.
Yeah.
We're going to use them in a different way.
Yeah. Ironically, one of my favorite Radiohead songs is "Anyone Can Play Guitar," which is like very much like not one of their.
What is that on?
It's on the album everybody hates, Pablo Honey.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, which I actually I like Pablo Honey a lot. I think they like kind of don't even like Pablo Honey that much.
They don't,
but like,
no.
But I'm always like, you guys were kind of cooking.
Well, disagreeing with Radiohead is actually pretty good now.
Yeah,
so.
Having different tastes than Tom York is the right way to be, actually.
Yeah, no, I like In Rainbows is my favorite project from them.
Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, I remember I went back and like was listening to a lot of Radiohead like a few years ago and like stumbled on Pablo Honey and was just like, wait, I might like this the best of anything that they've done. But like it's very much like just my specific taste.
It's an alt rock album, right?
Yeah, which is what I like. Yeah. So it's just like they're like, we're trying to be artists, and I'm like, yeah. Go back to the alt rock that sounds good.
Every time when I was growing up and I liked a Radiohead song, I found out that they hated it when I was like 12.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I like Creep, and we hate it. And then I was like, yeah, but High and Dry is on the Bends, and you like the Bends. But the story behind that is that they made it for Pablo Honey.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a lead single for the Bends because it was so different from anything else they ever made. So the label forced them to put it out there, and they hated the song.
Yeah. No, just it's not a bad thing to have to completely disagree with Radiohead about a lot of things.
No, yeah, fuck Tom York, dude.
That is a good what if, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tom with an H, who is
not Tom York.
Not Tom York. Not a problem.
The moral Tom with an H. You might not remember this, although no, you didn't live in Chicago at the time. There was a song that it is now like a relic on the internet. Like it's only on YouTube, but like it's not on any streaming services. It's it was the, I want to say they were called the Us Placers was their rap. No, it was Child Rebel Soldier was Pharrell, Kanye, and Lupe made a trio, and they only came out with one song, and it's called Us Placers. And Tom York is on the chorus, and it samples one of his like songs from his solo album. And it is a fantastic song. And like I'm so sad that they never made more music as that trio, and then obviously everything went to shit.
Yeah, then Kanye went crazy and a bunch of other things happened.
They were supposed to make a whole album, yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, Dry BNZ. I do like Pablo Honey. It's a good album. I stand by it.
Yeah, different strokes for different folks.
I also just like, alt rock. Like I'm a basic bitch that way.
Oh, dude, when I was growing up, an album that I loved that was widely panned when I was like 14 was the first Audioslave album.
Oh yeah.
I love that album, and like everyone hated that. I still go back and I listen to it, and I'm like, yeah, I get why people hated it, but it has a sense of nostalgia for me that I.
Well, that, and also like somebody was listening to that fucking album because like it got played. It got played a lot
all the time. Dude, that was a massive album.
Yeah. It's like people when people decided that Nickelback was like the
Cringe.
like the definition of like butt rock or whatever.
That's right.
And it's like, okay, but somebody was playing those songs all those times, and like,
dude, and the thing
maybe
about
it wasn't you and your friends, but like it was getting played. Like,
so the funniest thing I remember was when everyone was making fun of Nickelback for being terrible. At the time, Imagine Dragons was like the biggest band in the world, and I was like, this band is infinitely worse than Nickelback. Like Nickelback's first album had some decent butt rock songs on it, like dad rock, butt rock, whatever. And my dad didn't listen to Nickelback, but my best friend from childhood, his dad listened to Nickelback. He was one of those people that listened to everything. He was a deadhead, but he also loved like The Cure, and like he loved hip hop. And so he just listened to anything. Like he was like, did not have any sort of discrimination in his music taste. And he played that first album for us, and I was like, there's some okay songs on this. Like, this is a decent album. Like, looking back on it. And at the time, there were so many bands that were so bad, like 12 years ago, that when everyone was making fun of Nickelback, I was like, I don't get it.
About? They're fine. Like, and like they were fine and inoffensive enough that they were like, they were legitimately like maybe the most popular band in the world for a little while, and then like everybody was like,
definitely got a little bit too much of the
but they were like where
they're also like really cool guys. Apparently, that's the other thing, is that they were like not affected by it at all. Basically,
they're like, whatever,
we're millionaires. Who gives a fuck? Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That is Buck Cherry.
On top of it. Buck Cherry was like, what if you Nickelback-ified Puddle of Mud? Do you remember Puddle of Mud?
Puddle of Mud was wanted so bad to be Nirvana, but like,
they wanted to be Alice in Chains. There were a lot of bands from that era that wanted it. Stained, Puddle of Mud. They all wanted to be Alice in Chains.
That's true. As a band, they wanted to be Alice in Chains. I think their lead singer wanted to be Kurt Cobain really
for
bad,
sure,
but he 100%. could not. He could not sing. He just could not sing. It was crazy. It's wild. There's a Puddle of Mud cover of some Nirvana song. I can't remember which one it is.
Scoot
But
is
it is.
hooping, by the way. Continue.
What's up?
Scoot is hooping, by the way.
He's still.
That's what someone just said.
But there's some Puddle of Mud cover of a Nirvana song, and like it is like honestly hard to listen to because he is so far off of
Come As You Are. Yeah,
Kurt
I know
Cobain's
exactly
voice.
which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is
yeah.
Come As You Are. It's so bad.
Well, that's the funny thing about everyone wanted to be Pearl Jam or Stone Temple Pilots, because Stone Temple Pilots wanted to be other bands. Like when they came out, people thought they were posers because they just copied all the other like grunge era bands, but they were from California.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that if you occasionally you throw on a Puddle of Mud song, I'm not gonna not sing along to it, but it's definitely some of their songs. She fucking hates me. Some of their songs are just like brutal. I mean, that at the time I remember being like, even when I was like 13, I was like, this song sucks.
Yeah, She Fucking Hates Me is really really bad. I think I did like Blurry when that one first came out. But also I had like horrible taste in music when I was like 13.
Blurry's still a decent like radio rock song.
Yeah,
like,
I mean it's fine, but I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. Stained, I still will stand by this. I know the lead singer of Stained is fucking insane. And Aaron Lewis, I think his name was.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Total piece of shit. It's Been a While as a bop, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean,
total bop.
Literally anytime my wife or I says it's been a while, like in conversation,
you always have to.
We'll immediately hit the. It's been a while.
So it's been a while. Whenever anyone says first things first. If you ever hear anyone say that phrase, like first things first,
yeah,
we'll literally always say Aftermath the Chronic is back. This is Endo, produced by Timbo, which is from the Game's first album. Which I say the whole line all the way through. Anytime someone says first things first, Aftermath the Chronic is back. This is Endo, produced by Timbo. And then Lauren's like, "Are you going to say it every time?" I'm like, "I will say it for the rest of my life." I was 15 when that album came out, and it did a lot to my brain.
Hemorrhage by Fuel, that song's a banger. I stand by that song. That's a good one. Memories are just where you lay down.
I don't know if I know Fuel. Hold on. Were they 90s or 2000s?
2000s. They were
okay. Then
they were big when we were in high school, or when I was in high school. Maybe when
I always get Fuel and Bush mixed up in my head. Bush was Oh yeah, I know Fuel. In My Hands.
Yeah.
In my hands. I was gonna do In My Hands. I'm taking the fucking Zombies. Who was what was the name of that band? Why am I Cranberries. Cranberries.
Oh, Cranberries, yeah, they're good. I love the Cranberries. There's a wrestler or there's a wrestling
I didn't realize you were anti-IRA. Wow. That's what Zombies is about.
I know it is.
Yeah.
I remember
her and Sinead O'Connor had beef.
Yeah.
But they ended up being fine by the end of their lives.
Yeah, I think the thing is that song is like when they've interviewed her about it, she's like, it wasn't really supposed to be anti-IRA. It was like
it was just the the Troubles or the Terrors. What was that era called?
The Troubles. Yeah, the
Troubles.
It was like, I think it was just she was kind of like doing a both sides thing.
Yeah.
About the Troubles, which is not great.
Incredible song, by the way. I love that song.
There is an indie wrestling tag team that comes out to that song, and it fucking tears the house down every time.
Yeah, Linger is the best song by them, though.
Yes,
Linger holds up
really good.
Big time. No, Dreams is also extremely good. What was you want to talk about a song that has not aged well content wise? Toadies, Possum Kingdom.
Oh yeah,
total banger.
It's such a good song, but it is
legitimately horrifying when you listen to the lyrics.
Yeah. Yes, that is right. I was talking about Violence is Forever in Transition podcast.
Forever
Violence is Forever is the name of the tag team that comes out to
in wrestling.
Zombie. Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out Kevin Koo. He is a wrestler who lives here in Chicago and is
Nice.
half of Violence is Forever. Funny story about Kevin Koo. When I went to go see Weapons, I went to see it by myself at the Logan Theater.
Wow,
where
that's
I live.
bold.
And guess who else was also seeing it by himself at the Logan Theater that day? Kevin Koo in a giant neck brace because apparently he had gotten hurt at a match like
Jesus Christ
the week before or something.
Great movie, by the way. Love Weapons.
Loved Weapons.
Shook me.
It was great.
Shook me to my core.
Yeah, I was waiting in line for popcorn, and I looked over at the line next to me, and I was like, "Is that motherfucking Kevin Koo?"
Let's go. Tom also met him.
No, he met me.
Oh, other Kev.
Me, this Kev.
Other Kevs. You Kev.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Tom came through to Chicago for one of his buddies' bachelorette parties.
Oh, nice.
Bachelor parties, not bachelorette.
Bachelorette parties.
Bachelor party.
Dude, it's Woke 2.0. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. Dudes can have bachelorette parties. It's Woke 2.0.
That's true.
All right. I do have to go feed my cats. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Hell of a win from the Sixers. Thanks for joining, Kev.
Yeah.
I was thinking about not streaming for Friday, depending on how tonight went. I'll absolutely be streaming for Friday now.
You were doing the Drewski for a second.
Yeah. Buy merch. Buy the merch. Buy the merch.
I gotta get the Chinese Century one.
Hell yeah. Peace.
See ya.